Yo, guys, welcome back to InControl Podcast. It's me, James, my co-host Matthew. Today we got lots of stuff to talk about. I remember we were sending DMs because that's how we keep track of basically when we see shit, we just send it in a chat we have about what to talk about, and basically that shit was spammed up.
Yeah.
So there's bare shit to talk about this week. Um, so what are we gonna talk about this week? On the menu, we got obviously more Ukraine news.
hmm
We got some Canada soccer stuff to talk about with the U20s, men and women, and then obviously the Canadian Championship draw. Some York United news. Some Toronto FC. Some UEFA and CONCACAF Champions League. Obviously, there's some big stuff there, and then just other stuff around the world we talk about, and then obviously the perm predictions. Um, as usual in recent times, we're gonna start for Ukraine. I'll let Matthew start it
Oh,
off right now.
perfect. So yeah.
Actually, before we go, what I was gonna say
hmm
is um I'm wearing the hood today, okay, because of my hair. Okay, I might not get a haircut, so if it looks just weird, just allow it,
Bro,
okay? Because
we should give each other haircuts. Let's do that for video.
yeah, no, I would never fucking do that.
Never?
Well, you if the price is right, then maybe, but I'm not just gonna
Hey,
be willing to do that because for like for I don't care how many views I get.
if Justin Bieber taught me one thing, it's never say never.
Never
So
say
anyway,
never.
before we get to Ukraine,
I will fight you forever.
bro,
Whenever you knock
okay,
me
let's actually
down,
get to Ukraine
I
so I can write
will
the
not
timestamp.
stand on the ground.
James,
Pick
okay,
pick it
no.
up. Never say never.
No. Okay, tip number one, never bring up anything musical to James if you don't want him to sing. I forgot about that.
Exactly.
Anyway, going to Ukraine. Bro, no,
Suavemente despacio.
shut up. I had to write the thing 3 times.
Oh
I'm
shit, you
not
can write
writing the
some.
timestamp another time. I don't have
The
enough
timestamp for
space on
what?
this little fucking
The
paper.
intro is 00, is it not?
Bro, I'm trying to get into Ukraine. I've wrote Ukraine
Okay.
down 3 times, bro. I'm not doing it again.
Okay. No, but
Anyway,
they can hear Suavemente
before
at the
we,
beginning of the
no, you're
Ukraine.
muted. You're catching a mute. Okay. Anyway, before we get into the video, just make sure to like and subscribe down below. Takes like 2 seconds out of your time, out of your life, and it helps channel and the video a lot. And you could always undo it if you really want to later down the line. So anyway, Ukraine news. We did talk about how Russia's invading Ukraine. There's like a whole bunch of things going on there. Everyone knows what's going on for the most part. However, there's two major updates this week. The first one being FIFA has announced a special 1 month transfer window to allow foreign players in Ukraine and Russia to cancel and suspend their contracts and sign for a new club. So, by the way, James, you're not muted anymore. I muted you for like 5 seconds so I could start
This
Ukraine.
man really gave me shit. Said, yo, I have to start the Ukraine shit, and then proceeds to say something that's not involved with Ukraine.
Yeah, it's just like and
So,
subscribe. So then
well, is
people
that
click.
involved with
Yeah,
Ukraine?
so then when people click on Ukraine, they're gonna be like, "Oh, make sure you like
Oh,
and
but they come
subscribe."
here suavemente.
No, because Suavemente is gonna get us demonetized, bro. It's too close,
It's
to like the
the
real
notes. I'm just
thing.
hitting the notes too close, eh?
Yeah, it's okay. So
Yeah.
basically, the transfer window that FIFA I think is going with is March 7th to April 7th. So it's just a 1 month thing, and it will basically allow players to join clubs until June 30th, 2022, with no consequences. So I don't exactly know how this works. James, do you know how this works at all?
Well, you kind of explained it.
Because we could speculate.
It's
Because I'm
basically
not
it's
sure. Because there's
basically any player that's not Ukrainian or Russian playing in that league is allowed to. I think
yes,
has the
but
right to just cancel their contract and just go to a new club.
yeah, but are they going to stay at that new club? Because it says until June 30th, 2022. So is it technically going to be considered more of a loan, or are you actually going to like cancel contracts? Because
No,
it
I'm
says
saying it's saying it will allow players to join clubs until June 30th is when you're not allowed to join the clubs
okay,
anymore.
but then why is there a transfer window technically?
I think that's a deadline on like when you could like leave your club. Like you can leave your club from the 7th
You see what I mean?
or oh
No, but do
no
you
no
see what I
okay
mean?
okay no I know no I think it's like you could agree terms, but you won't be able to join until until June 30th.
Okay.
So basically, like they can't be like, okay, I know you play for Shakhtar Donetsk, but I'm just gonna bring you in next season for like when the Premier League starts. You
Oh
have to bring
yeah,
them in June.
yeah. Okay.
So it's not just like a summer signing, anyways. You have to bring them in now, basically.
Mhm.
That's what I think.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. But yeah, because they've been very vague with what they're actually doing, and I've looked at like a few
Mhm.
articles, and they're all very vague. They don't really go into too much depth. So we'll probably just see it as it develops. We'll probably update you next week on some players moving. I'm pretty sure we talked about one guy who technically is a part of this window, technically not. He's only on a trial. But we'll talk about that a little later. And the second key thing is the Chelsea situation. If you guys don't know, I think did we talk about it last week?
What I think it was, but we did talk about it, but there was more and more stuff happening.
Yeah. So basically, Roman Abramovich, he's a Russian Israeli oligarch. Well, a Russian oligarch, but he's also like Israeli, apparently. I didn't know that until today. But he was forced to
Yeah.
sell Chelsea. He owned Chelsea since like what, like 2005 ish, like early 2000s, maybe late 90s even. But he's basically been there for a long time, and he like basically paid their way up. Like people know the Chelsea situation at this point. But he's basically forced to sell the club because he's not allowed to be in the UK anymore. So
Yeah, but
as of
there's lots
this
of other
week,
shit that's just involved with Chelsea in
yeah,
general. They're not allowed to sell. They're not allowed to sell
I
any
forgot about that.
merchandise.
Yeah,
They can't re-sign any players. They can't do any transfers. They're
until
base.
Abramovich sells the
And I
club.
was seeing something yesterday about like that. I don't know if it was just a meme.
Hmm.
It could just been a meme, or it was like serious thing. But like it was saying basically that their fucking bank account's frozen, so they
I
can't
saw
literally
that.
can't.
That I think that was more of like an accident than like.
Was that a meme that they didn't
No, no,
they
no,
not
that
gonna they
actually
couldn't
happened.
pay for the gas tank?
Oh, that the gas tank's definitely a meme, but like
No, because no, they were saying like, oh, Chelsea, and I was like, is that a meme? Because they're saying, oh, they
no, because
froze it,
they
but then
froze their
Chelsea,
account for a little bit, but then I think that they realized that they actually need the money to actually like operate as a club.
they really think about like, bro, like literally, you won't be able to do anything. Like even the house, the house, even, like the lights at the
Bro,
freaking
you
training
wouldn't be
ground,
able
like
to
you
pay
literally
wages.
anything,
You electricity and the yeah, like they need that money.
literally
They
everything, bro.
they realize it because
It's
it
impossible.
their credit cards are all on Barclays, which is Barclays is a bank in the UK. If you guys didn't know, they might
What
be
used
in
to be the Barclays Premier
other.
League?
I'll double check right now,
The
but I think
Barclays
they're
Premier League.
only
Oh no, it's the English Premier League.
um multinational universal bank headquartered in London, England. Um, I don't know exactly what countries they have, but they're based in the
You're a
UK.
schmuck, the type of guy to watch a
Okay,
$5,000
James.
Pokemon YouTube tournament.
Anyway, um, so yeah, they froze their account for like a little bit. I heard for it was like for a day, but then they got it back because they kind of needed the money to actually
Yeah,
operate,
that's fine.
like we were talking about. But
Yeah.
Roman Abramovich has given the green light as of this week to sell the club for like 3.6 billion, which is like a valuation he got pretty recently. So that's the figures he's going off of. There's quite a few people that want to buy the club. Obviously, like a shit ton of American guys, and Conor
McGregor is
McGregor.
not gonna buy it.
He's definitely not gonna. He
He
doesn't
doesn't
have
have
that.
$3.2 billion.
No, he's not. He does not. But
So it's gonna
it
be
would be
like all the
funny,
NFL
even
owners,
though
like most
I
most
think
of them are
he's
gonna be. Oh, go
I
for it.
think he's a United fan, which will be a little
Yeah, because
awkward.
he was gonna take over Man United when they said that thing was gonna leave when the remember
Oh
after the
yeah, yeah,
Euro,
yeah.
after the Super League, and then he's gonna buy it. He obviously can't afford that.
No.
But it's mostly like NFL owners that don't have NFL teams because there already is some. Like I think the Rams owner is the Arsenal owner.
Yep.
There's a bunch of them, but like I think the main ones it was the New York Jets owner. It was, and there was one bad team because I remember seeing a meme like
Probably the
about like
Jaguars.
have it. I think it might have been the Giants, but it was something about a bad team like oh, you thought he was bad and it was like a picture of him and it was like
Is it
some shit
Cincinnati?
franchise. No, it was, I think it might have even been baseball. It might have even been basketball or
Wait, didn't
baseball.
Cincinnati make the playoffs? This didn't they like go to the Super Bowl? Who was in
They
the
were
Super
in the
Bowl?
Super Bowl.
Yeah, but like historically, they've been known as like a very, very poorly run
Yeah, but I don't think it
football
was dumb,
team.
cause bro, cause he wouldn't be able to afford Chelsea, bro.
No.
The fuck? He doesn't even they don't even have a indoor training facility.
Hmm. And
Oh,
I
what's that team? Now I gotta find it.
while you find that, I'll just add to the Chelsea thing, because they need to sell the club basically within 4 to 6 weeks, or else
Oh,
they're
it's
going
the
to shit.
Sacramento Kings. The Sacramento
Oh, the
Kings.
Sacramento. They're
That's
even
what
worse than the Bengals, to be fair. But yeah,
it was.
the club has to be sold in 4 to 6 weeks. I'm not sure if that was the UK government that said that or if it's the Premier League, English FA, whoever said that. The club basically needs to be sold immediately, and
Mhm.
I was gonna say maybe it's gonna go for like 2.5 billion. I'm not sure though, because it's like a sale
Mm,
pretty much. Like he has to get rid of it, so all the
uh,
leverage is on the people buying the club. So they could
yeah.
definitely knock off a significant amount of that 3.6 billion that he's
He's
looking
probably
for.
gonna get more than 3.6. I feel like
No, he's gonna get less.
because if okay, one guy gives 3 million, the other guy's like, I want it at 3.1, then 3.2. Like it's gonna be
Yeah,
a
but
bidding war.
Yeah, but if they're all smart, they're gonna be like, why the fuck would you pay 3.6 billion when we could pay a lot lower? So they're gonna start the
Like what,
bid.
three
If they have
billion?
a bidding war, they're gonna start off lower. Like I could see it going for like 3 billion.
Yeah, but they're just gonna keep going up, and then it's just gonna. At some point, they'll be like, "Fuck it, I'm paying 3.6. I don't care." But
We'll see what
whatever.
happens. I still don't think Chelsea's worth 3.6 billion. I'm be
I don't even
honest.
know who would be the most valuable.
United,
Value what? I don't know.
United or Real Madrid, Barcelona, United. I think are all like top three. PSG's like up there, but they're not like. I
No,
think they're like
I feel like
seventh.
it would be like it would be
Liverpool and
Barcelona.
City are basically tied.
No
As
shot.
of 2019, yeah, because I had a class where they talked about it. I'm just not
Okay,
sure if Real
2021.
Madrid or
Okay,
Barcelona were first.
2021. Number one is Barcelona. Number two is Real Madrid. Number three is Bayern Munich. Number four is Manchester United. Number five is Liverpool, and then number six is
Six
Man City.
City.
Life's tough,
Yeah,
man.
because we're close. We're like, it's like this pretty much.
Yeah, but we're because we're 4.1 and you're four, so life's
Yeah,
tough.
because we go like this. Like City has more, and then Liverpool has more, and then City has more, and then Liverpool has more.
It
So they're
was
not just pushing themselves on the field; they're
okay.
also pushing each
I'll
other
give you the example. Okay,
financially.
so Barcelona's 4.7 billion, Real Madrid is 4.7 billion, Bayern is 4.2 billion, Manchester United 4.2, Liverpool 4.1, Manchester City 4, Chelsea 3.2, Arsenal 2.8, PSG
Is that in
2.5,
dollars or euros or pounds?
US dollars.
Okay.
Tottenham Hotspur 2.3,
How the fuck did they get
Juventus
up there? What the fuck?
1.9, Juventus 1.9, Borussia Dortmund 1.9, and then Atletico Madrid one, and then there's like, and okay, there's more. It's only a few more, and then it's uh Inter is 743
I'm surprised they're
million,
not higher.
Everton 658 million. AC is worth more than AC Milan. What the
How are they
fuck?
worth more than
AC
West Ham, bro? Come on.
AC Milan 559 million, Roma 548 million, West Ham 508 million, Leicester City 455 million, and then 413 million for Ajax. So there's just bare your
Yeah.
fucking Premier League clubs for no reason.
So yeah, that's basically the entirety of the Ukraine
Oh,
situation. Do
Bayern,
you
I
want
didn't
to
think
add
they were
anything
that
else
good
to
like
that?
that.
Yeah, I'm surprised Bayern were high
Um,
up there. Anything you
like
want to
obviously
add?
they're a good team, but like in terms of like brand, I feel like that. But whatever. Fonzie Davies and now is bringing the brand up, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, want
So
to just move
this is
on then?
yeah, Canada's
Or
definitely more your domain. So let's get
okay,
that started.
so let's get into Canada. As of a few, I think no, yeah, well yesterday because I think it was on sale yesterday, right?
Yeah.
BMO
Or no,
Field
2 days
game
ago.
is sold out against Jamaica on March 27th. Expected pretty much. They did raise the prices, but
Mhm.
whatever. It's expected. Um, people are complaining like, what was that one fucking? Oh, now I gotta find this freaking tweet. This pissed me off.
Hey, to be
I'm
fair,
not
you
the
woke me up to be like, "Oh, the tickets are selling. You want one?" I
well,
was like,
yeah,
"Yeah."
because you weren't awake and I'm on that shit. Uh, yeah. But I didn't get tickets obviously
Mhm.
because I wasn't
No
cooking,
fan
so
meetup,
I wasn't.
unfortunately.
We can still do a fan meetup.
I think they hacked into James's phone or laptop and tried to be like, "Yeah, no, you're not getting tickets," because
Yeah,
last
last
time
time
the
you
stadium
almost
almost
like
fell. This,
the stadium almost fell from all the people that got it,
hmm
you know?
We almost
Um,
caused as much
yeah, like
damage as
they were saying
PFC
tickets are
thought.
like,
Yeah.
but like you should all those fucking Canadian stands, for me like me included. Well,
hmm
I'm not okay. I'm just trying to say that I'm Canadian stand, but that's not part. But I'm not part of the argument. So should I say I'm included? No, because you know what? We're just
No,
gonna
because you're
whatever.
diehard. You're not a stan. You're diehard.
What's the
A little different.
difference?
Stans. I'm not gonna get canceled. Let's let's continue.
What's wrong with Stan?
If I start targeting a stan audience, I'm gonna get attacked. Doesn't matter how big or
Definition
small
of a
you are,
stan.
you're getting
An
attacked.
overzealous. What is a overzealous or
I
obsessive fan
let's
of a particular
let's move
celebrity?
on because I could only talk about examples, and we shouldn't be talking about examples.
No,
Because
now I gotta know what the fuck
like
overzealous means.
stands, like there's like dream stands. There's
Too
like
too zealous in attitude and behavior. What the fuck does zealous mean? It's jealous
look
with a
up,
Z. I
look it
did,
up.
bro. I have to go overzealous and I have to search up zealous, bro. Is this some Urban Dictionary type shit?
No, zealous is a word, bro.
Having or showing zeal. Zeal. What the fuck do
I'm
you
just gonna
mean?
let it's like a being addicted to, like, kinda.
Filled with or showing a strong energetic desire to something done or okay.
Yeah.
Like I've never heard someone use that word in their life.
How have you
But
never
okay.
heard that word?
Zealous?
Yeah,
Who the fuck says
it's in
zealous?
a song.
You're not gonna sing
Um,
the song?
no,
And it was
na
so
na 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 na. Cause I got issues, and you got 'em too.
and where does the zealous come in?
Um, Julia, she says overzealous
'Cause I got
one time.
issues.
Julia Michaels issues. Shut up. I'm not playing the song on thing.
You got 'em
It's
too. It's
literally
fine. I'm
the
based.
fourth word of the. If you look at on Genius, or if you
Okay,
just
well,
look it up
I
on
bet you if you
Google,
ask 99% of people, they're gonna say she was saying jealous.
yeah, you could. It's like jealous or like addicted. Like it's like a mixture of.
Jealous. What? I'm overzealous, bro. Why don't I remember? Now I gotta.
Listen to it.
There's.
Listen to it real quick while I talk about
No, I got it. Wait, it'll be
the
quick.
game.
It'll be quick. It'll be quick. Well, I don't have premium, so I have to see this BMO ad. It's fine.
It's an ad for it would be so funny if it was an ad for the game. You're just like, well, I can't.
Dude, I thought it was just I'm jealous. I'm over jealous.
I'm
I didn't
over
know it was
jealous.
overzealous. Who the okay, whatever.
Bro, she
Let's
says
continue. It'll be quick.
overzealous.
I'm jealous. I'm overzealous. When I'm down, I get real down. When I'm high, I don't come down. Anyways,
That song's a banger, Loki.
obviously.
Um, so yeah, that's
Okay, yeah.
probably
So
gonna be the game we clinch.
BMO Field was sold out. Yeah, I was talking about the tickets. Okay, if people are if the tickets are high, that means the demand is there and people still bought it. But yeah,
hmm
Chris,
And bro,
the
people were
price was
saying,
crazy, but like
people were going crazy when like Calgary got sold out like super quick. Like no shit, Canada games
Calgary,
are gonna get Edmonton.
Edmonton, schmuck.
Same
Yeah, no, but
shit.
I wasn't talking. But they're talking about how they raised the prices so much because the prices were fucking crazy. Like they were like a Raptors game
Yeah.
price.
What are Raptors game
Like,
tickets now? I remember when they were like super
well,
shit back in like the early
well, that was a
2010s,
long, long time
like
ago.
before
Not
DeRozan
even
and
the early
shit.
tens. Even with DeRozan here, it was still like a little bit. Like it started getting expensive still. But like before, you could get like
Yeah.
cheap tickets. Blue Jays, you could still get like $15, but you have to sit in like all the way to the top.
In
You
the
could still sit
nosebleeds,
lower.
yeah.
You could still sit lower, especially if it's because they don't really sell it. Like there's so many games, they're not gonna sell it every game
There's so many games and there's so many seats, they're not selling it all. You know, yeah, like I know what you mean.
unless it's a playoff game or like like September or opening day or Canada Day,
You
like
might as well
special
like get
days.
tickets all the way up at the top and then
And you
sit
can
like
move it all
front
down.
row of
Like I'm
like the
not
very top section.
like I don't know how the rules work because I've been to Blue Jays game, but I never sit on those top ones.
hmm
Um, because I don't know if the because some places have the bottom row like they don't like you can't even go in that area unless you have the ticket. So,
Yeah.
bro, some places are whack too. Like you can't even walk around the whole stadium without like certain
Really?
tickets. I want to go on the green wall. That'd be sick, but I don't
Oh.
want to die. I don't want to
In
die
Boston?
today. So let me tell you why.
Wait, the Green Monster in Boston?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, that
That's it, because people literally they say like it's literally like the size like the size of your laptop, like
yeah.
this part right here is like that's how far you are from like the edge. I'm
Yeah.
surprised no one's fell off that shit, like especially all these drunk ass people.
And
Like,
like they
surprised
they
no
like
one's
lean over
died.
to catch the ball and shit.
So I'm saying some drunk guy like tries. I'm surprised no one's fucking died
Fact.
or just
Someone's
fell off
probably
at least.
fell. Someone's probably fell. Like,
I've never.
bro,
If you search,
that
there's no way.
how long? Okay, hold up.
2003.
That's when it got built.
I'm pretty sure. You can fact check me. Cause you don't. I'm jealous.
And if you guys are
What is
roasting about
this?
my typing speed, I have a fucking mic in the way so I could see like barely anything.
I'm jealous. I'm so
Uh,
jealous.
when the wall was first built during the 1934 renovation, a little off
The
there with
wall.
2003.
No, but yeah.
It was painted forest green in 1947,
I
giving
remember
the
hearing
wall
something
its
about
nickname.
2003.
They probably renovated it or some shit.
Oh no, 2003 is when they added seats. Okay, you know what? Eat my ass.
Uh,
I think so.
okay,
I'll
so we're
double check.
both right. It's fine. It is what it is. So the Canada U20s.
Now wait. Okay, yeah. Fuck. I'm not.
Or wait, did we talk about how they're gonna probably clinch
Okay, we were
in that
talking about
game?
tickets. Okay, yeah. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna get off the tickets. That was stupid. Okay, what are you saying?
They're probably gonna clinch in the Jamaica game.
Well, they're not playing Jamaica. Oh, we're talking about fucking I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about U20s.
No.
They might be clinched already by that time, because by that time, even if we don't win, if certain games go our way, we could already be
Oh
qualified
shit, the
just
games are
based off
like
other games.
soon too. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, March, Main.
When's the first game?
It's March break technically for like high school and
Yeah,
like
not for
coming up.
university though. Rip.
I had mine last week. May's a busy week for me, to be honest, or
May?
busy month. Yeah.
How?
Victoria weekend. I'm going to
Oh, I thought it was like for school shit.
no.
I was gonna be like,
Um,
how
go,
the fuck?
I'm going on Victoria weekend to. I already forgot the name of the place. Something Sands or Sand something. It's some beach or like a campsite. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Probably. It sounds familiar. Is it
Sand
in like near
Sands.
Toronto or is it like
It's in Ontario. White Sands. Okay, I'm going to White Sands for the weekend. So
uh
local party Oz.
so if people are gonna kill him, you could kill him there?
Yeah, drug rape me. Yeah, and fuck me in the tent. Fire. That's actually fucked.
Yeah, 100%.
Do not do that to people unless it's me. Obviously, no, it's fucked. Is it still fucked if I make a joke because I'm saying it's happening to me? Because I'm
uh
saying doing to me but I obviously don't
no,
mean it.
but
I
we
don't condone
should
it.
move on. Anyway,
Okay, anyways, yeah, and then I
Canada's
might pull up to,
women's
like I said,
U20.
whoa, we're not done. Like I said, I might pull up to Vancouver for the game. I caught kind of invite because it hasn't confirmed they're even going, but they kind of like said, yo, would you want to come? So I technically could be going like 2 weeks after there. So I got a few good weekends planned.
Mm,
One of them's not technically both of them are not confirmed, but it's fine.
yeah.
Okay, anyways, back to Canada U20 women's. They lost in the semifinals to Mexico. They scored pretty early on, Mexican team.
I did say
Um,
that they were gonna lose last podcast, or like when I was talking to you at some point.
yeah, but you were the reason you were saying because oh yeah, it's an auto loss. You were like, oh, it's Mexico, like there's no chance. You were saying that.
No,
I was
I
trying
just
to
said
tell
we're
you that.
gonna lose because it's Mexico. I didn't say that
Yeah,
there's
but
no
you
chance.
no,
It's
you were
that
saying
it's
yeah,
Mexico.
no, you were saying like Mexico's like the Mexico of like in the men's
Bro, I'm
side
not even scared of Mexico on the men's
5 years
side,
ago.
bro.
What?
I'm not even scared of Mexico on
I
the
said
men's
like
side.
5 years ago. I said, and in the
Uh,
youth tournaments, you showed me they're pretty good. The youth tournaments, they're youth tournament merchants. They have like I swear like 3 youth World Cups
yeah, well
in like
maybe if
the
fucking
modern
Marcelo
century.
Flores chose Canada, that'd be dope.
He's not. He's not. Okay,
Hopefully.
I don't think so. I'd rather Lucas Diaz anyways. Okay,
What the fuck did you just say?
I'd rather have Lucas Diaz than Marcelo
Bro,
Flores.
Lucas Diaz is pretty much confirmed gonna be a Canadian player.
Don't even jinx it.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I love
Don't
I
even
love
jinx
Lucas
it.
Diaz. I don't really see him fitting into the Portuguese national team setup.
Says who, bro? He's still fucking. He's still seven. I think he just turned 18.
Yeah, I think he just turned 18 as well.
So
But still,
how the fuck would you know what all the youngsters that are
professional
supposed to be cut at
scout.
18 for Portugal don't even end up doing anything?
Well, that's because they're schmucks. Renato
Would you
Sanchez
said
almost did that.
would you said Eustaquio when he was playing for freaking Caldes in the third division at freaking 20 be available for at shot at the national team
Yeah.
for Portugal?
Yeah,
You
because he's
wouldn't have
built
said that.
different, bro. We
You
were
wouldn't have
saying
said that.
that. We were saying that,
Oh
though.
yeah, we were saying that. He was in their youth setup
You're
and
saying
he
that,
ended
but
up
we were. Like, basically, as soon as we found out about him, they're like, oh, he's Canadian? Oh, he has to join the national team, right?
talking about the Portuguese national team.
Oh, no, not the Portuguese national. I thought you were talking about the Canadian national team.
No, I was saying, would you said he would have had any shot, even thought of having a chance of representing Portugal at
No, and
that
I
time?
still don't think he does, even if he like
You're
wasn't
telling me
Canadian.
what, bro? They freaking called Batavios for friendly. You're telling me
Who?
Eustáquio when he was to Porto wouldn't have caught even a friendly?
They called who
But you're
up?
Otavio. But you're telling
Ah,
me they won't even call him up for get a cap?
I
Bro,
don't
you
know.
see that they call freaking fucking sexual assaulters at center back to fucking come up, but they're not gonna call
Bro,
Stefan
that's
Eustáquio?
fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, schmuck.
Anyway.
Disrespect, bro. Okay,
What?
no, wait. And then I gotta think of
Oh, who? Wait,
okay,
who are
yeah,
we
no, I
playing in the
forgot.
semifinals or in the third place?
Well, we've played semifinals. Yeah, well, first off, I
Oh,
want
why
to
is it
continue with them.
separated? Nice one, Chief.
What do you mean? Why is it separated?
We'll play Puerto Rico in the third place match for qualification to the World Cup on Saturday, which is the day this comes out.
I'm the one that put that up, and you're the one that copied and pasted. Okay,
I
so
did not. Yeah, I copied and pasted, but you put the fucking Canadian
no,
Championship right in the middle.
no, but you put Puerto Rico under the U20 men's camp thing, so that's why I thought it was the
I
bottom.
copy pasted, James.
Mate,
Okay, let's move
I
on.
remember doing that, mate.
Okay, let's move on. U20
I'm not done.
prep
I'm not
camp.
done talking
No?
about it.
About the
I'm
women's?
not done talking
Oh,
about
the
yeah.
field. We need to talk about the state of that fucking
We can talk about
pitch.
field. I wasn't gonna talk about that, but I forgot. We could talk about that.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no,
days.
the field is super fucked. You can check it on Twitter, even if you just go
Yeah.
on the game. Like it was super
But
fucked
we
for an
could still
official
talk about it.
tournament.
Like, bro, yeah, like you said, it's an official tournament, official
To
CONCACAF
qualify for
tournament
World Cup.
to,
U20.
yeah, qualify for a Youth World Cup.
Fans are
And
playing in puddles.
they're playing with,
They're
like,
oh
bro, they're playing with, like, Lake Ontario in the, like, edge of the D. Like, what the fuck are they
yeah.
gonna do? Like, they can't
No, it
do
was
anything.
bad. Like when you moved up, like it was bad enough for like if you pass the ball, it's just gonna get stuck. Or
Mm-hmm.
like when you're trying to run, it's like you can't even dribble with the ball because it keeps getting stuck in the ground. Like
Yeah.
it was like full on. Like mans were, I'm talking like say that I always talk about like I always talk like I'm a Toronto man. Sometimes saying mans. I obviously don't speak real Toronto man, and I kind of say
No,
it as a
he's a
joke
full-on
saying
Toronto
mans.
man's.
But
He's a
now that we're talking
full-on
about
Toronto
U20
man's.
women's, can you still use the Toronto man's slang of saying mans? You're these mans.
No,
No, you
Toronto
can't. I can't.
gals.
No, because there's other
How do
words that
they?
they use for woman, but they're not very nice. Okay,
Okay.
so
To be fair, I don't like talk to too many of those guys because like my high school wasn't full of Toronto mans.
your high school, bro. I swear your school had bare Toronto mans.
No, we had a few, but like there was just
Mostly
a
smart
few.
kids,
Like
eh?
your school is mainly Toronto mans.
I would not. I don't think. Okay, mate. Probably. I would say 70,
Like
70%.
the percentage of
70%.
Toronto mans at your school is like quadruple the amount of
70.
Toronto mans.
How much you think your
At
school
our
got?
school, 5 to 10%. Dead
There's
ass.
no
Dead ass.
way there's only
Like
10%,
Toronto
bro.
mans, like they
Or
use the
even
slang all the time.
use the or like they use the slang and like the way
Like
they like just they actively
ironically, do
dress.
they use it ironically or not? Because if using it ironically, I'd say 25%. Because a lot of people use the slang, but they don't
Like
actually use the slang. Like,
I'm talking like they pull up with the with those pajama pants. You know those
okay,
ones?
people would pull up with pajama pants to school.
Not no,
The
you know
Ralph
which ones I'm
Lauren
talking about.
pajama pants,
The
right?
I'm talking about they wear the Ralph Lauren, they wear the bubble jacket, black Air Forces. They say yeah, eh? You know what I'm saying?
No,
Yo,
black.
what are you saying? What are you
I've
saying? They say what are
that
you saying,
combo
dog?
doesn't happen. People wear the Ralph Lauren pajama pants to school. There was one pair that got passed around with like a whole fucking friend group. So
Okay.
bro, those pants got abused for a whole week. It got passed down from guy to girl, and it just like for like
Oh,
2 weeks or something,
okay.
or like guy girl. Like it was like a whole squad of people, and they
Okay.
all fucking shared the same Ralph Lauren pants. It was navy blue
Nice.
with the white
How
fucking
many black Air
like thing.
Forces? So you don't see not very much black Air
I mean,
Forces?
you know Paige. Paige has black Air Forces.
Okay. That's
Like,
yeah,
you know
but
what I
they,
mean?
she's
Paige isn't a
not
Toronto
rocking the
man's.
black bubble jacket with like
My brother has a black bubble jacket, but he doesn't use Toronto
but he
slang.
doesn't have the black. He doesn't have the black Air Forces with
No.
he doesn't have the with like the roots pants. You know.
You mean the Roots pants I'm wearing right now? These ones, this color?
Yeah, but you don't have the full fit. You have to have you have to have the full tracks and then have the black bubble jacket with your black Air
If I really
Forces.
wanted to, I could sprint downstairs and get the bubble jacket, but I'm too fucking lazy.
The black Air Forces. Can you
No, I
fit
don't
to your
have black Air
brothers?
Force. My brother doesn't have black Air Forces.
Uh, I thought you
That's what
said
I'm
you're. Oh,
saying.
you're.
Like the
Bro, that's
full
the black
Toronto.
bubble
When I'm
jacket.
talking about full Toronto mans, there was
Yeah.
like I'm talking about like
I'm
always bubble
include wannabe
jacket.
like
What
wannabe.
do you call it? Is it a fanny pack? What do people call it now?
Let's call it a fanny pack. I don't know. There's a probably a term, but
Okay, fanny pack, bubble jacket, black Air Forces, Raffler, like any sort of like Toronto hoodman like
okay,
pants
yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, yeah.
is maybe 25 kids out of the like 1,000 kids that were at the school.
25, bro.
Dead ass 25 to
I would
30
say
max.
I don't even know. I'd say 70% like of like Toronto mans, including wannabe Toronto mans. But like for me, it's hard to decipher who is full because obviously I went to a Catholic school and there's uniform. So
Yeah.
like I don't know.
But you can
I feel
still
like
tell
if
the
it
black Air
was, it
Forces,
would
bro.
be. I feel like it would be. Yeah, but I feel like even normal people had black Air Forces just because you had to wear all black shoes. That's all you
Mhm.
could wear for Catholics. For the Toronto Catholic District School Board, it's all black shoes, no white, nothing. Even some people got away with it, but it depends. But like, yeah, no, I feel like it at least 40 to 50% would dress up like that if they had the chance.
Like when you had to
Because there
pay
was
that
still like
dollar.
lots of
What was
like
it? Dollar
people that are
Civics
not
Day or what do
Toronto
you call
mans.
that? What do you
But
call
I'm
it?
talking about people that speak like the Toronto man slang. I would say 70%.
Cuz like the Toronto man slang, everyone knows it at my school cuz like
He's
obviously,
saying, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Except like maybe the like super nerds or something, I don't really know. And I hate
This
calling
man
them
said
nerds cuz they're
super
actually super
nerds.
nice people. I was friends with a lot of mega
Yeah, why you
nerds.
call me super nerds? Nerds is not
But
a bad term anymore. Nerds is like nerd doesn't mean
they're just
like
like super
anything bad
smart.
anymore.
They
I know,
like
but I think nowadays
they're not
nerd
around
is
that
not a
culture, I
not
should say.
calling someone a nerd is not like a bad thing.
I know,
I
but
don't
it's
think.
like
I think a nerd's kind of like. Is there a difference between a
nerd and
nerd,
geek.
a dork, and a geek?
Yeah. I
What's the difference
forgot what
between
it
them
is.
three? What about dork? What is? Because I feel like dork is like you could
A
use it
nerd is someone
differently.
who is passionate about learning slash being smart, academia. A geek is
Okay,
someone who is passionate about some particular area or
like
subject,
Star Wars or some shit.
often an obscure or difficult one. A dork is someone who has difficulty with common social expectations and interactions.
I
So
feel like
dork
people
is the
use
bad
dork
one.
like to like you're even like people talking they're flirting or something. People use dork.
Yeah.
But like okay, so basically you're saying a geek is like I go to Comic-Con and like I'm a
Yeah.
Star Wars fan and then a nerd is like I'm going to Harvard.
Yeah. It's like I'm
So then
going to
what if you're
Harvard
both?
for
What if you're
or no, it's
both?
like I'm
They're
going to like
definitely both.
Waterloo Engineering to make it like more Canadian. Like I'm going
Why
to
are you
like
going at
Waterloo
Malhar though?
Engineering.
Why are you going Malhar
Is he
though?
in engineering at
I
Waterloo?
think I literally think he's at Waterloo Engineering.
Because bro, those are like the smartest kids. To be
No,
fair,
I dead ass think he's at
they
Waterloo.
have a
I know
very
for a
very
fact
high Minecraft death rate, if you know what I'm talking about. Minecraft
I
booth
know for a
rate.
fact he's at Waterloo, but I'm not 100%. I remember I hit him up once to ask him how he was, and he told me, and I forgot. And wait, let me see if I saved the messages. If it got saved, I don't remember. I do not think so.
Okay, but while you talk about that, right? The 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 amount of people who knew Toronto Hoodman slang would be like 75%, but we none of them used
No, but
it
I'm saying people that used it.
unironically. Because people would use it ironically.
Fuck, I
I'd
don't
say
know.
like 20%,
Might have been more.
15% used it unironically
No, at
on a
least
regular
70%
basis.
people used it at my school. At least maybe it might be lower. I might be. I feel like the younger grades,
Cause like bro,
like as it got younger,
if I'm
it
walking
was
in a
more people.
Portuguese class and I'm like seeing my boys,
Man,
I'd be like, "Nyai," like some
yeah, I
rant,
know
you know
what
what
you
I
mean by
mean?
me, but like I'm saying people that like that's their vocabulary. I might be
If
overshooting it,
I'm
but
saying like that's their vocabulary, 50 people max actually use
and how
that
much people? What would you say?
regularly.
How much people did you have in your school?
25, I would
Dude, I
say
don't even know how much people I
10%,
had in my school.
10% of my school used it somewhat regularly, I'd say. Or
Oh, I don't even know how much
15
people were in my school
to be
to be
safe.
honest.
15 to 20%.
Dude, like how much people did you have in school? I don't even know how much people had in school.
I'm talking about like 15 to 20% of people who
Oh, I think you
used it
said 15
regularly.
people.
No, no, no.
Was it so you guys literally just
20
had one group and that was it that used it.
high.
It wasn't like
It's like
multiple
we had like
people.
it's like we had there was like small groups in different
Was it mostly
grades.
older grades or like young like was your grade or like people that were younger or older? For me it was
Younger,
like
younger, because then they'd
it was
leave.
very mixed.
Because
Like some of the
Harvard
old
was
people had it,
kind of
but
hard. I'm not
lots of
gonna
the
lie.
younger people started using
I'm
it.
not gonna lie. Like Harvard's kind of like hard compared to like Dante, for example. So like if kids were like not gonna graduate at Harvard, they like dip to like an easier school, even though like realistically it
People
wasn't
just
that hard.
don't go to school.
That's what it
This is
is.
No, you just don't go. You just get it. Don't go to school. That's hours at Dante. You fucking go to a different school. Grade 9, a girl got pregnant and then she dipped.
Bruh. Did she come back
Grade 9 is fucked. I know, but sometimes she would like come and visit like the school and shit. It was fucked.
with the kid?
Yeah, with the kid. Like she would show like the teachers and teachers would be like, "Oh, I wanted to see the kid and shit."
Uh,
There was lots of fucking weird and dumb
Bro,
shit
I remember
at
when I
that
was playing
school.
House League,
Dumb
one of the
stupid
fucking
beefs.
guys had a kid.
What?
I remember when I was playing House League. Remember in like grade 12 when I was playing House League for shits?
Yeah.
One of the
Yeah,
guys
I
on
remember I was
the
in
other
the
team.
car
Yeah.
and I'm like, yo, with the house league, and this man texted me, yo, I didn't tell my dad that I was in this house league for fun. I'm like, bruh. And this man tells me like his dad didn't already hear the whole conversation.
Yeah, I know. I was like, you fucked it,
Did he
James.
confront you after about it?
No, I was just like, yeah, I just did it for shits. And he's like, why? I was like, just for like fitness and shit. And he's like,
I was
okay.
like,
He's like, are you actually doing anything? I'm just like, yeah, I play like center mid and I just like run box to box pretty much the
remember
entire game.
your
I told
dad
my
was
dad,
he was
I
like
explained
he
it to
was
my dad. I basically was a center back and a striker at the same time. It was crazy.
remember he said like he had a try hard coach and he like gave you an armband
Yeah,
and shit for
it's
house league.
St. Catherine's actually. But yeah, I do have the armband still.
Wait, it was St. Catherine's?
No, I have it in St. Catherine's. It's in my room.
Oh, I thought okay.
I actually don't know where my Genesis one is.
I have the other one somewhere in my house, the first one.
Because I had a black one. Because I bought one because I didn't like the color. Because it matched the fucking Genesis. It matched like the yellow. Because it was like orange. So I got like a black one with a cyan like C on it. It looks sick.
I thought okay, whatever.
I gave the orange and purple one back to you.
Yeah, but then you said you got one from your friends for your birthday, so I just
Yeah, the black. Yeah, I didn't get it from my friends for my birthday. I just bought it because
nice.
I didn't like the orange.
Say that? What the fuck? Like,
because because I don't know. I was like, oh, he's gonna like you schmuck,
like, bro. Like,
because look, from my point of
view, like I gave it to him like it was like some honorary shit.
From my point of view, no, because in my point of view, I'm like, look, you like I thought you went like out of your way to get the armband, so I didn't want to like seem ungrateful. So I was like, oh, I got it as a gift from my friends. So then it didn't, and it also doesn't make it look like, oh, he bought a captain's armband, because like we needed one, and the one that we had at the time
you said it was like from
just matched the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I was confusing because I swear you said you got it from like Philip Silver or some shit. And in my head, I'm like,
I never said. I definitely never said that. 100%.
Dude, I 100% remember.
I got it from Seafood Play.
Because you said it was. No, but I'm saying when you said who it was someone from your soccer team. And I don't think you were talking to Justin at that point.
I don't know. Justin probably Justin wasn't at the school when I was on the team.
I didn't know who Jason was. I knew I don't think I knew who Jason was at that.
So point. I probably said Sophie and Paige.
No, you said it was from one of my.
No, because if I lied, I would have just said. If I lied, I would have just said Sophie and Paige. Because they found out that I was the captain or something.
No, I remember 100% that you said it was like one of my boys got me this for.
No, I remember saying Sophie and Paige. I actually remember saying Sophie and Paige.
That at all.
I remember.
That's probably how much like I didn't give a shit that you.
Yeah, exactly, bro. That's the thing. I make little lies, so then I don't make the other person. Yeah, I just don't want to make the other person feel bad.
He's gonna lie to you, eh?
Yeah, bro. I got a fucking 12-inch hacking fucking schmeat. You think girls are gonna believe that? Fuck no.
I was waiting for the ending. I was like, what is he gonna end it with?
I ended it with schmeat. Yeah. Anyway, you want to jump to the Canadian Championship?
Go with the schlong route,
actually, let's jump into the schmeat of the Canadian Championship. That was not a good transition.
That was not a good transition. We skipped over the men's U20s, but okay.
Oh yeah, let's actually hit the men's U20.
About the women's one. Okay, so basically, main reason why I fucking lose to Mexico, 10 of their players are already professional in the Mexican league. That's why. So basically, people ranting on Twitter makes sense. That basically Canada needs to step up their game and make the league. We're not going to go into that whole conversation. I think we had this conversation. There was one podcast I remember going, we went deep into like the why Canada should have a women's league. If it's like a whole thing about that. Mm-hmm. So if we can find that episode, if I know what episode it is, I'll link it. I'm probably not going to go and find it.
Are you going to upload this video too? Are you gonna
I
like?
mean, upload. I'll hit him with a thumbnail.
Can you also just like do
I
the
hit him with
upload?
the upload. I don't know about that one, Chief. Tomorrow's pretty busy day, mate.
Because
Gotta
on
hit him with the Korean. I'm gonna hit some of the boys at the Korean barbecue, and then evening that to film my sister's game in the afternoon. I was supposed to go Faiz to some photo shoot maybe tomorrow too. So I don't even know.
bro, just do when you wake up because it'll probably be down
Oh,
uploaded
but
at
your
that
schmuck
point.
ass doesn't wake up, right?
No, because I have to go
You're
to
just never. You're gonna
practice,
wake up 2 days later.
bro. I have to go
You're
to
never gonna wake up.
training.
Yeah, I have to go to
I
training. Okay.
do. I have to go to
By the time
training.
you come back from training, I'll probably still be sleeping.
Possibly, but at least the
Yeah.
video will be uploaded on YouTube. All you have to do is put the title,
Uh,
copy the tags from like 2 videos
this
ago.
is the same guy that I'll put a title on some shit, and he'll be like, "Hey, why didn't you put it this way?" I'm like, "Schmuck, you
Literally,
should have just done it.
I
You should have just
I
done it."
told because you were the one who edited the video that was out on Wednesday.
Which one?
The
I still have
MLS
the fucking
five
hint here.
the
Yeah,
was it 5 or 3 MLS player 5, right?
five Canadian young
Yeah.
MLS
Watch that video
players
if you
from
haven't
last
already. If you're
season.
still watching us rant pretty much.
Don't watch that instead of this right now. What the fuck? Finish this
No, no,
first.
no. Open a separate tab if you're on computer and just let that
No,
run.
no.
Let that run on mute. And then after the podcast is done, then you jump into it and watch it again and leave a like on that.
We do nothing.
Thick Boy tier list coming out soon too. I
Well,
need
the
a.
home kit MLS is probably 100% going to come out first. I think we've been saying the MLS tier list, Thick Boy tier list is coming out since like 12 episodes ago.
We actually
Every week
need
we're
to do the
like,
jerseys though. We like dead
yeah.
ass need to finish
But I'm
get
saying
that
we've
done.
been saying, oh, the Thick Boy tier list is coming out like for like 12 episodes, and it's not.
It'll come out
It's just
eventually,
not.
and then when it does, it'll get like 100K
I wouldn't be
views.
surprised if it doesn't even come out till the summer, honestly.
No, it'll come out before the summer. Actually, it
No,
depends
'cause
on
it's
how.
always like someone
Depends
has
on you,
something.
because you're the one actually editing it.
Yeah, but even if I edit, well, we have to film it. We have to go and film it.
Mm-hmm.
Not like what do you mean edit? I can't edit something that doesn't exist. The
Fact.
thick boy tier list doesn't. We never done. And
Anyway,
your schmuck
let's.
guys didn't even do the thick
Okay.
boy tier list yet. So I don't know why you're coming at me, schmuck. Did you do the thick boy tier list? No, that's what I
No,
thought.
but I do have some ideas. It's in St.
Oh,
Catharines
yeah, that's
though.
my ideas, but yeah.
I have it on a piece of paper. I wrote down a few players, like
Mm,
15-ish.
Okay, so not done with the women's thing yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they have like I said, we need a professional league. People, other teams are getting ahead of us. Almost like we talk about Spain, how they're superpower now. They really invest into their league, and now they're superpower. Mexico, 10 of their U20 players were on professional teams. So, we ended up losing 1-0. Both the Forest sisters were there, but they didn't play. I don't think. I think they both didn't play.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so because it's hosted in Costa Rica, usually if you made the semifinals, you're automatically qualified. That's what's gonna happen for the men's tournament in the summer for the U20s. But for the women's, because hosting Costa Rica, only 3 teams can make it. So it's the 2 finalists and the team that wins third place. So USA and Mexico are in the finals, and then it's us versus Puerto Rico. We're probably gonna win. If we choke it, that's just tough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty confident that we'll make it through.
Hopefully.
I don't know when the actual World Cup is.
It's probably in like next year, probably.
And I know that's when the men's one is.
It's probably
just
the
don't
same
know.
time.
It is. Oh no, it literally is this year.
Oh.
This summer in August.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably COVID. It was probably supposed to be qualifying last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so multiple men's U20 now.
I'm literally
multiple
not.
sources
It's
have
just gonna be
told
a
me,
Canada timestamp.
not me.
So
Multiple sources have
have
said
told
that
me.
yeah, because I copied a tweet.
Uh.
Multiple sources have said that the Canada U20 camp for the men's, that's why I put men's, but he turned it to Canada U20. Canada men's U20 prep camp is set for April 10th to the 22nd with 2 games against Costa Rica, likely in San Jose, Costa Rica. Squad will be finalized in March 21st. What day is it? I don't know if that means it'll be like there
March
for the
11th.
public.
So in 10 days. So
I don't think they'll show it.
that's
It's probably gonna like get exposed. I bet you they might not even release. They'll release squad like the day of that. They're like April 10th because
so
they're schmucks like
that's
that.
not next
There's gonna
Monday.
be
The Monday
leaks, but
after.
the whole squad probably won't be released till April
It's
10th.
it's
No,
the
man.
Monday after next week.
Monday after next week. Okay.
Yeah. So we might have to do a
Um,
quick podcast middle of that week. We'll see what happens.
okay.
Or
It's
maybe
definitely
just
not
like a
gonna happen.
separate
We're
video
saying
that's
it's not gonna
unedited.
happen.
Probably not.
Yeah. Well, if it's one of those, then maybe, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So on to the Canadian Championship.
Okay.
What you want to go first? Because I
No,
know you had some things to
no, no,
say.
no. We could talk about this, and then I'll talk
Okay,
about
so the
my
Canadian Championship
shit.
draw happened. I think it was 3 days ago. Was it 3 days ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Might have been Wednesday. I think
Tuesday
it
or
was
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
So those who don't know, it's basically I'm just gonna call it the Voyagers because that was a thing too that got on Twitter. It's a Voyagers. We're calling it the Voyagers Cup. Okay, so
We're calling it the Voyaguers Cup now. Okay.
no, that's what it was called.
I know, but it changed, right? And
No,
watch,
I
I could
think
in a few years. I'm surprised it's
it
not called
was.
something else already. In a few years, it's probably gonna be called like the Scotiabank Canadian Championship or like like
I think it was.
Crypto.com
Well,
Canadian
no, because
Championship.
the Canadian Championship was made by the Voyagers.
Was it?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah,
basically
but
it was the Voyagers Cup. The cup is called the Voyagers
the
Cup.
Canadian FA could get some money if they just threw a sponsor there.
I
That's
know,
what I'm
but
trying to say.
they
That's
made
it's
enough
probably
money
gonna
from.
happen.
They probably made like, if you think about it, from the Canada Red thing that they have now, where people pay $50. If you say you have like 10K and you people paid $50, what is that like? 500K.
Yeah.
You made 500K just from that. People at the stadium, you're fucking. How much money they probably made from that game? Probably in the.
Hmm.
It's fucking bare. Like maybe even the milli. I think
Maybe.
probably milli. I'm not gonna do the
But at the same time,
mathematicals.
think about it, right? Like they could make even more money.
Yeah,
Whoever's
but it'll be like a
funding it.
local. It'll be like a local sponsor. It
Maybe.
wouldn't. I don't think it'll be something crazy. It'll
No,
be like not
I
local
could see it being
sponsor, but it'll be
Scotiabank.
definitely like a Canadian. It'll be like a Canadian. Scotiabank already has so many.
Yeah, but the thing is they
Um,
really want to take over the North American soccer market. If you like look at all
but yeah,
their
it's something the Concacaf
sponsors,
stuff.
they're sponsoring a lot of North American soccer because they see that it's blowing up. And if that blows up with Scotiabank linked to it, we one of my professors, Professor Narain, was talking about it a few weeks ago. Like they
Oh,
just
that.
want to be
Oh, alright.
associated with the blow up of North American soccer.
Mm-hmm.
So they're slapping their name as
Mm-hmm.
anywhere that they could, pretty much.
Mm. Well, I think it's a Voyagers Cup, and it was always just called. They call it Canadian Championship. I think technically the cup is called the Voyagers Cup, so they just
Hmm.
called it the Voyagers Cup.
Yeah.
And basically, people were going on Twitter, and it was like normalized calling it the Voyagers Cup, and it's basically like people talking on
Normalize.
Twitter. So it's just
Okay.
like I was like, fuck it, sure, we'll call it the Voyagers Cup.
Hmm.
So basically, those who know, it's all the Canadian teams in the. Most of you know, but I'll still explain. It's all the Canadian teams in Canada, soccer teams going to the Canadian Championship. All of the three teams from the MLS, all the Canadian Premier League teams, the top team from League One Ontario Premier, because now there's three divisions. The Premier, the winner of that, which is the top amateur league in Ontario,
Hmm.
the top team of the PLSQ, top amateur league in Quebec, and then I'm soon by a few years the new league in BC, the
Hmm.
top amateur league will probably have someone going in there too, which I don't know how they're gonna work out. I guess someone else will just have a buy now.
Um.
Probably just someone else will have another buy,
Yeah. Probably.
which is cool because maybe we'll see um
Can
like
I be
a
honest? Can I
PSLQ
tell you
versus
what
a
I would do
BC
if
team.
I were them?
Mm.
I wouldn't just add. I would make a pre-preliminary round and have more teams in the from the amateur side. So it's not just like the team that comes in first. Maybe it's like the top 3 teams. And then maybe like in like 20, 30 years, you have every single amateur team that has a shot in winning the Canadian Championship
That's not
because
gonna
they're
happen,
all involved. In like I'm talking about like way down the line, like 30,
bro.
50
Because like
years.
50 years, okay, buddy. That's like.
No, but that's what I'm saying, right? Like
But I'm
wait,
saying you're not
look
gonna.
at the
They
FA
can't
Cup.
add it because like it's like, oh, say your team that just came last in like freaking League Ontario. Oh, I know you have enough resources to go fly to freaking fly all the
Yeah,
way to the
but you
West
could the
Coast.
preliminary rounds could be separated into 3 divisions, so you can have it
Yeah, but it's also
within
unfair because
the
like,
thing.
for example, if Quebec, if the Ontario League is just better. This is the example. I'm not saying it's better, but
Hmm.
say they have like five better teams, and the PSLQ team that won is shite. Now these teams aren't gonna go and they're better. I was like, that's why they're doing one.
Yeah, but I
So
could just that's like one avenue that they could take to expand this
because they
competition.
already have so many freaking games. I don't know how they won't have time to fucking fit that in their
For
schedule
what?
already with fucking
Oh, well.
with how winter works and shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying
It'd
like
be
they
tough.
could it's something they could do. With how it works right with how everything logistically
Why
works right
England
now,
they have
it
it's
might
really
not
easy
work.
because how small the country is.
Well, yeah, cuz Canada's fucking huge, right? So they're going to have to split it up.
What,
If they're doing
third
amateurs,
biggest country in the
they're going to
world?
have to split it up into sections. So
Is it
like
second or third? Is it second? Second, right?
what?
Biggest country or is it third? I think it's
Second.
second.
It's
Russia
Russia,
than us?
Canada, China, I think.
China?
Yeah.
Or is it the US or Australia? I don't even know.
No, it's
Because
Russia.
the
Russia's
China
first.
China on the map is biggest in terms of like I would say for third, but like I remember that stupid that not stupid, but that thing on like that website where it's like the map website where if you put it over another country it shows how really how big it is really. So I don't know if China I think China is third, but I'm not 100% if like
Russia
USA. I know Russia,
has
Canada is top two.
17 million square
It was
kilometers.
100% Russia. Yeah.
Canada has 9.984 square million 9.9 basically 10 kilometers 10 million kilometers squared.
Mm.
China has 9.7 million kilometers squared, and the United States has 9.3 million kilometers squared. That's the top four,
Shout
right?
out Zimbabwe.
Brazil,
It's awkward
Australia,
silence. Nice.
India,
Yeah.
Argentina, Kazakhstan, Algeria,
Oh,
Congo,
Argentina,
Greenland,
bro. So
which is
Argentina.
technically a part of Denmark. I don't know why
Brazil.
they think. Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Indonesia, Sudan,
Das
Libya,
asco
Iran,
duro.
Mongolia, Peru, Chad,
Mamma mia. Mentira
Niger,
soda. Na mania aguenta.
Angola, Mali,
No,
and South
volta,
Africa.
volta.
That's a top 20, 25.
Na mania
What's the team you
vuelta.
said? Wait, hold up.
Assaco
James,
duro.
what's the song you said?
Torcasi.
What's
What's what?
the country you said?
For
Zimbabwe?
what? Oh no, I was just saying that just to like just random. I don't know why that came in my
They're
head.
61st.
Okay, shout out Zimbabwe.
390,000. Where's Benin?
Who's
Probably
last?
really low. Vatican City, 100%.
They
Let me double check.
yeah, but are
Oh,
they counting like the
Channel
islands with the stone
Islands.
heads and shit? So
Channel
I'm saying if they're
Islands,
counting like some next islands,
Monaco,
Channel Islands, how small is that?
Gibraltar.
Like is it small enough where you could like run laps around it?
Yeah, 100%. Monaco's small enough you could run laps. I think all the Formula 1 drivers run laps around Monaco. Like dead ass.
With
Because
the
a lot of them
car.
live there. No, like on foot, because they all live there for conditioning.
Iron Man's
I think they do
running.
laps around Monaco.
Are they supposed to get those freaking arm muscles? Like they do that. I always see that one video like it.
Oh, it's like
Like he
Perez,
does
and
like
he's going.
he's like shaking trying to turn that shit.
Do you know how that works? It's not weights. It's like a whole
Oh,
system. And when you
some
put
pressure on us.
pressure into turning the wheel, there's like force that goes against you when you're turning. And it's based on how much force you're putting in. So when you put 100% effort, it like allows you to move, but it's still like you're pushing as hard as you can. Like it's some like next shit.
Also, just random, but shout out the Blue Jays. I know they're doing some renovations in the Rogers Center,
Hmm.
and they upgraded the scoreboard and shit. And I think they're having real grass, but I'm not sure.
Oh, hold up. Okay, so like I was gonna say about the Canadian Championship, we should probably go through the rounds probably first before I start
Oh yeah.
nitpicking everything.
Okay, so what I was just saying is three teams have a bye. Those teams Pacific, CF Montreal, Club de Foot Montreal, and Toronto FC. Um, Match one is Vancouver Whitecaps versus Valor FC. Obviously, Vancouver is known as the team that always gets beat by a lower seed, so we'll see what happens there. Calgary versus FC Edmonton, so Battle of Alberta. Atletico Ottawa versus York United, Battle of Ontario. Forge FC versus CS Montreal Arome, which is in the PSLQ. Interested to see how good they are because lots of CPL guys, some of the younger guys came from that league and been pretty
Hmm.
good. And then Guelph United FC and Halifax Wanderers. Guelph United actually has lots of kids from Guelph, but I know they've signed lots of guys too.
Hmm.
Um, I think they
Actually,
lost a
didn't.
few guys to
Oh,
Simcoe Rovers and Electric City FC, which is gonna be interesting. I wonder which of those two clubs is gonna win
yeah.
the next year.
So basically, that's the preliminary round, and then after that, they already drew the quarterfinal. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, the winner of match one, match two play each other. The
Mm-hmm.
winner of match two is home. I think home's top. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably.
And then the winner of match three, which is Atletico Ottawa York United, plays Pacific, away
Mm-hmm.
from home.
I
Then the
kind of
winner of
lucky
Forge
draw.
FC and CS Montreal Haute-Monde plays Club Foot Montreal away from home. I kind of want to see
Mm.
Battle of Montreal, but we all know Forge is probably going to win that game.
Yeah,
Halifax Wanderers versus Guelph United. The winner of that plays
team
TFC
for
at home. TFC is the only
the French team.
uh
What it was last year, I think it was Blainville almost beat Halifax last year. So
facts.
or was it? this League One team. I can't remember one of them.
But
Almost did.
and then
I
the
don't know if it's one of
semifinal matchup's gonna be the winner of the game, the TFC game, the Montreal game, and
them.
then the other semifinal is gonna be the winner of the first two preliminary
Mhm.
games, like when that goes through, and the winner of the
Mhm.
Pacific game, which is
Yeah,
you
the
know
fucking York United caught a good draw because you can make the semifinals without having to play, without catching a MLS team. So we actually
yeah.
got a pretty good draw.
But I'm gonna
Vancouver
be
wasn't that good
honest.
this year.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the way they set this up. I think the preliminary round, it's fine keeping those teams there, but just draw them randomly like they do for the FA Cup. You know what I mean? And then for the quarterfinals, you don't have to get that set up
You're
yet.
still gonna seed them.
What you could do is, yeah, you're still gonna seed them, and they could all go through the same
Either way, it would end up the
the
same
same
way either way.
process. But you don't. You
This
could
is
just
kind of like the FA Cup. FA Cup,
yes, you could
like Premier
start.
Leagues
James,
are in like
let me
are
talk.
not till a
Let me
certain round.
talk. Let me talk. Let me. Do
Go
you
for
know
it,
that
mate.
Kevin De Bruyne meme
No.
where David Silva's trying to like calm him down, and he's just like, "Let me talk. Let me
I
talk."
think I might have seen it, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I just clocked. This podcast is kind of goofy because I forgot to. That's gonna be interesting.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm not going to find that timestamp if you think that's what's
No.
happening.
No. It's like I accidentally didn't full screen it for some fucking
Oh,
reason.
nice.
So it's like a very slim margin, but it is what it is. Anyway, I think they should have just done the preliminary round first and then let those games be completed, and then you could draw the quarterfinal like the week after. You know what I mean? Like before a Montreal like an MLS game, right? That's gonna be shown on like whatever. Then you could do the quarterfinal draw like they do for the FA Cup, or you could just make it a separate time and draw it at like 12 p.m. the Thursday after all these games are completed. Then you draw the next round, right?
I
And
mean, I
then you
don't think
let
it
that
really
draw.
matters, but
That's what I'd like. And also I
like, oh,
would
Ford, instead
not
of getting C Montreal, you're getting TFC. It's
for
like,
the court.
okay.
I'm fine with the seating for the preliminary round. I don't really think you need the seating for the quarterfinals. I wouldn't mind seeing Toronto FC play Montreal early. Like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see them play in the finals, but it would be interesting to see them play each other earlier.
But it's not about being interesting. It's about some teams made it farther last year, or they won the right based off either the league standing or making this, so they get the right to go farther into the championship.
And
That's just how it
if
is.
Toronto FC and Montreal play each other early, that's an MLS team out already. So that's going to give more of a chance for like a CPL team or an amateur team to make it further in the Canadian Championship. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
but they
like,
won't do that because they're high. They're high. They deserve to be there ahead of the CPL guys.
yeah, but
They've earned the
deserve is
right.
a bad word. I don't
And if
like using
anything,
that word.
the winner of the CPL gets a bye. So it's not like they're not trying. They literally gave CPL guy a bye. Vancouver's literally in the preliminary round.
I just don't like the way they did it. And you're not like, you're just saying like, oh, that's this the way they did it. Yeah, like I understand that, but like there's better ways to do it. And like there's nothing like I
You
don't
just
really
want to see if Montreal and Toronto FC the verse. That's
no.
what you.
It
That's
could be
basically what
like
you're saying.
it could be like Pacific and Toronto FC, or let's say next year it's Vancouver and Montreal that are getting buys and they draw each other in the quarterfinals. Like I wouldn't mind seeing that because then it gives space for like Halifax to maybe
Yeah,
play
Vancouver's literally in the preliminary
another.
round. If they got a different draw, they couldn't ended up versing Montreal or Toronto FC in the quarterfinals. If they ended up in the match
Yeah, but
four
I'm
or
trying to
five, they would
say
have
the
versed
seeding
Montreal.
for the quarterfinals shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, it's the winner. It's the winner of the last one, the winner of the CPL, and I think it's the highest
Yeah,
MLS team.
but there shouldn't be seed like you shouldn't automatically be like, oh, Pacific's gonna play against the team that wins from the
I
preliminary
don't think that
round.
makes a difference. It really makes a difference, but whatever.
Yeah, but it's like you're like guaranteeing that these teams aren't gonna play each other. You're like guaranteeing that Pacific, Montreal, and Toronto FC aren't gonna play each other in the quarterfinals. That's what they're doing. It's like in the Champions League when they pick the balls and they're like, oh, Manchester City can't play PSG in the round of 16 because they played in the group
Well, Real
stage.
Madrid literally play. Okay, whatever.
You know what I
But
mean?
Vancouver. That's what I'm saying. Vancouver had a different like got match 4 or 5 than they would have ended up against Montreal or TFC. And then it would have been like TFC or Vancouver, and then it would have knocked one of them out, and you probably would have only had two MLS teams.
Yeah, but
And if
you're
anything,
just
the
you're saying the same hypothetical, but it's
yeah,
like, oh, what if Vancouver Whitecaps were in Guelph United's position? Pretty much is
yeah,
what you're trying to
because
say.
you're saying you want
Or
want
Halifax's.
MLS teams. You want MLS teams to
No,
not verse
I
each
just
other. Like,
no. What I'm trying to say is seeding in the quarterfinals is stupid
I
because you're
don't think it's stupid.
guaranteeing that if for this case, in this case, Toronto FC, CF Montreal, and Pacific FC are not gonna play each other in the
Yeah.
quarterfinals.
It's kind of like the FA Cup and the Premier League teams. They don't verse each other in the first round proper
Yeah, but
when they're allowed in.
can't. They can. I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think so. Pretty sure you can't. In the pretty sure the first round proper, like all the MLS, all the Premier League teams are allowed in, but I don't think they can verse each other. Pretty sure that's a thing.
Because that's also stupid. I wouldn't mind seeing like Liverpool, like Everton or some shit in the FA Cup, like right away. Okay, keep on talking while I.
Okay. Well, we were just kind of talking about that. But yeah. So predict if I make a prediction. Okay, you know what? I'm with the predictions. Okay. Whitecaps finally wins, beats Valor. Edmonton some just beats Calgary because why not? Um, Athletic Ottawa is built different this year, even though I'm a Shell York United. I think Atletico Ottawa wins, and then fuck it, we'll do CS Mount Royal wins against Forge, and then Halifax wins, and then we'll do Edmonton beats Vancouver, and Edmonton just built different and goes to semifinals, and then Atletico Ottawa is also built different and goes to semifinals, and then CF Montreal wins, and then Toronto C versus Halifax, then Toronto beats Montreal, and then we'll go Edmonton beats Whitecaps, and then it's Edmonton versus Toronto FC. Final Edmonton wins. That's what I gotta go with. FC Edmonton to win the Canadian Championship. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, you're wrong. Cause Leicester got drawn against Watford this year, and when they in the first round, the Premier League teams are introduced. See, like that's the kind of shit I'm talking about, right? Two
Yeah, but
Premier
that's
League teams
also
play in the first round that they're available to play in the FA Cup.
it's also like plays as like hundreds of teams. This they only have one, two, three, four, five,
Yeah,
six.
but it's like
They only have like 12 teams.
they're like trying to
So
make it more complicated. Also, the whole draw
they're
was
also just
fucking
giving like,
boring.
okay,
Well,
you won last year, so we're gonna give you because you actually get something besides just winning the trophy. You earned something. Like you won the CPL. They're not just gonna be like you get nothing. You get a higher seating in the Canadian Championship. Kind of just gives them something else to work for. Another incentive
yeah,
for
but a
winning.
trophy should be an incentive already. It shouldn't be like, oh, we're gonna give you
I know,
like
but it
all
just
this
gives you another
shit.
incentive. What do you mean, fucking the Premier League? Oh, you come first, you win the trophy, but you also get to go to the Champions League. Second place, oh, you
Yeah,
go to
because
Europa League.
that's like typical shit.
What's the
In
difference?
the FA Cup, if you win the FA Cup, you don't get it guaranteed like by the first
Yeah, but
whatever.
when the Carabao Cup, you should be just what you say. You should the cup should be enough. No, but you also get to go to the Europa League.
Yeah, but
So
that's
it
just
comes
the
just
way that
comes with
they
it.
choose teams to go to the to international
That
competitions.
that's just way they choose the guys to do the seating, schmuck.
No, it's like
Look at this
you're
guy trying to
comparing.
finesse here,
You're just
bro.
comparing apples and oranges, bro.
Oh, this guy really
Like
thought we
what
were
what are
comparing
you
apples and
talking
oranges.
about?
You literally just compared the FA Cup to the thing. How's that comparing apple? Then you're comparing apple and oranges. You just compared how the Premier
No,
League, the
I'm
Watford goes
comparing
to the
lemons
first
and
round.
limes.
What do you mean the FA Cup is and the Carabao Cup are the same shit? What's the difference?
They're okay, one's a lot older and one has every single team
Oh,
in
so you're
English
saying
in the English leagues. The other one,
lemon
like
and
the only
lime to
one, the
oranges.
one of them only has professional
Or
teams. The other one has every single team, even amateur teams. So technically, like hashtag United could win the FA Cup. Hashtag
So
United
you're
can't
you're
compete
you're
in the
saying
Carabao
that's more
Cup.
closer to the thing.
What?
That's not comparing apples to oranges, but comparing
No,
the
I just
Carabao Cup
want
to Canadian Championship
no.
is
I
apples and
just want the
oranges.
Canadian Championship to take a more like European esque thing instead of trying to do
Not
their own
have to be
stuff that's
European. You
not
can be distinctly
exactly
North American.
working. Also, why was it so boring? I was watching the
The
draw.
draw
It was so
is.
boring. And
I
it took
mean,
too long. That's what I'm trying to say. The preliminary round took too long. They could have done that and then be like, okay, that's it for the preliminary round. We'll see you March 18th,
yeah,
let's
they
just
want
say,
to like
right?
just
For
do it. They don't
example.
want to just take 10 seconds. They want to. do some stuff. They also it's not like they didn't try. They brought in some few guys, but I don't think it doesn't really
Shout out
matter.
Dwayne De Rosario and Patrice Bernier. Is it? Is it Patrice
Hmm.
Bernier? They were both there.
Yeah.
I forget the guy in the middle, but he was speaking English
Um,
and French. So shout out. Let's talk about York United. Let's actually get this fucking over
who
with.
was in the middle? What? Talking about
Some
Oliver
random dude in
Platt.
the
Oliver
middle.
Platt can speak French.
Was it Ollie Platt?
Oliver Platt can speak French. No way. I didn't watch it. But either way, it's not like it was a big deal. Like what makes a draw people more entertaining. It wouldn't matter if it was long. If it was the World Cup draw, you're still gonna be excited because you're like this team match up with this
That's
team. But
obviously
like
different. The World
what?
Cup's
That's how performance is.
The World Cup is a lot is so much more different
But
than
that's what I'm
the
saying.
Canadian
The reason it's
Championship.
more entertaining is because it's the World Cup, and that's why the seating like it's more entertaining because you want to see the matchups. But the Canadian Champion
Yeah, so
hasn't
why
reached
don't you
that
want to see big
stage.
matchups for the quarterfinal?
What do you mean? Why don't want
Because it
you still want
seems
to see big
for to me
matchups?
it seems like you don't want to see big matchups in the quarterfinals, and you would just rather see Vancouver Whitecaps, for example, play like FC Edmonton.
That's not what I want to see. You're literally gonna see a Vancouver like. Do you want me to bring up the same shit again?
We'll go
But Vancouver could have
because
got
we're not.
Toronto
I don't
FC.
think we're listening to each other.
Yeah, whatever. We'll let the comments decide who won that shit. Yeah,
No one's gonna say shit.
yeah. Anyways, talking about York United before, uh, Atletico Ottawa. So they did have a friendly against Vancouver Whitecaps too. So like guys like Matteo Campagna were on that probably, and maybe guys like Brenzia. Um, I know that one guy. Oh my God, he's half Somalian. Anyways, I forgot his name. Like those are some of the guys I think of on top of my head. Yeah, they tied 1-1 in a little friendly, gained some fitness. They got to go West Coast. I don't know if there's any more friendlies. They did a penalty show just for fun. We won. I think we won that like 4-3. Matthew Noguer did start, who is the new one of the new signings. I don't think he's gonna start. He might be the starter, but I think they're gonna go with experience.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I still can't pronounce this. I'm not even gonna try to
Just
pronounce
can we just
his
call him
name.
Gio?
You want to call him Gio?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll call him Gio. Shout
Because
out
he made a lot
Gio,
of big
different
saves
Gio.
last year, and I think
Oh, he did. They both had some good games, but obviously Ingham now is in Atletico Ottawa. Um, so yeah, they tied 1-1. Honestly, just a friendly. Got to go West Coast. Jose De Rosario, I think's on trial. This is not confirmed, but I just saw the photos and I saw him, so I was like, I'm assuming he's on
mhm.
trial because they haven't released it. Like
Maybe he's
Matthew
practicing with the
Noguera,
team.
I saw him for like a million photos before they said that, but like here, this looks exactly like him. It looks like he literally looks like Morgan Gibbs White. Okay, and there was like full match report on their Twitter, and you could literally see a guy on the left, and it literally is him. It looks exactly like him. I could be wrong, but it looks exactly like him. So I'm gonna go on the assumption and say that he was on trial there. Looked
Mm-hmm.
like he did play as well. So yeah, that's it for your United news for now. Season
How the
starting in
fuck
April,
did we spend an
obviously.
hour on the Canadian national team, and then we spend a minute or 2 minutes on York United?
Well, because York United are in preseason, they played a friendly and they signed like a backup goalie and had a young player on trial. The other one, it was like
Okay, let's go.
two
Let's go.
tournaments
Let's
qualifier
go.
World Cup, and it was a whole draw,
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
so it was like different. Yeah, so TFC played New York Red Bulls last week. Red Bulls have been doing pretty good in recent times. Obviously, we lost 4-1. I was at the game. They started off 2 goals quick. Then Jimenez scored. Um, got crowd back in it again. Look, we're gonna come back, but then they scored two again. I think there was a stat saying that was the most conceded one half ever, but I could be wrong. Also, there was like some percentile of like, oh, what was it? Of oh, I think there's basically one. I think it was a Danny Dicchio minute. The same minute we seen Danny Dicchio is the same the minute we've conceded the most goals ever. So like if there was a chart of saying what minute did we concede the most goals,
Okay.
I think it was like the Danny Dicchio
Yeah,
minute
that's not quite a
is
percentile, but yeah.
what do you mean percentile? Like
You said percentile, and I was like expecting like, oh, like we scored like we're in like the
100%.
fucking
It was
fifth
like
percentile or
it
whatever.
showed how many goals were scored in each minute all time for Toronto FC, and I think we've conceded the most at that minute, which
21?
is kind of ironic
Is it
enough.
21?
I don't even remember.
21-24, something around there.
I think it was 24.
But
Or
yeah,
maybe it wasn't that because yeah, 24th.
how the hell is Salcedo suspended?
Man has not been on the socials. Okay,
No.
so well, we're still talking about the first game first. Well, it technically happened in this first game either way. But yeah, Petrosco had the debut today too, playing out of position too, a little more advanced than usual. He started off really well. Obviously, poor goals conceded. One we could say Jika Mascherati was his fault. People are getting mad at Bono. We're gonna start this shit again. We're getting mad at Bono for no fucking reason. It literally would have been 7-0 in the second half if he didn't make those two one-on-one saves. So I don't know why the fuck people are getting mad at Bono. Please watch the highlights and see literally the first minute in the second half. It's one-on-one and he makes the save. So I stop hating on Bono for like literally if a goal goes in, like it could be like a player runs through 7 defenders, but then like a guy puts it just scores. Oh, it's Bono's. It's like, oh, Bono's had a
I
bad
have a
game.
weird
Like, what do you
feeling.
want him to fucking do?
I have a weird feeling Bono's going to be the next Delgado, where everyone just jumps on the bandwagon of
But they're
just
already starting
hating him.
that. Last year, when we were losing, and the bad season, they didn't know what else to blame, so they just started blaming Bono. Like it's his fault that he wasn't standing on his line when a guy scored a 40-yard volley. Like it. Like what would you want him to do? He was not expecting the guy
Yeah,
to just try a
exactly.
volley from 40 yards. What is he gonna do? Oh yeah, yeah. You want me to be able to collect the ball when someone sends a through ball, but you also want me to be stand on my freaking line when someone like to
Yeah,
get
you
ready
can't be
for
two
because
places at
someone's gonna
once.
kick 40 yards. Like that's so stupid. It was pissing me off, but whatever. Um,
But yeah,
but
from
I'm
what you
not
were
saying
telling
Westberg
me
doesn't.
at the time
Hmm?
is just TFC were good on the ball and stuff, but we just got countered like
Oh,
every
we were getting
time.
fucking countered hard, but like there was it was from defensive errors too. It was kind of like the FC Dallas game. Like if
Hmm.
there's chances where they should have scored, it was like basically
Like,
the same way the first half of FC Dallas game, except they actually finished their chances.
I want to
Basically,
basically think of this game. Is it like warning signs of what's to come for the season, or do you think it's just kind of growing pains?
I think well, it's probably both. It's a sign. It's
No, it's
growing
either
pains.
one or
It's
the
also
other,
probably gonna happen
right?
because there's
Because
young players in for the
if
whole
it's
season.
growing pains, you're probably going to see it a few more times, right? But it's just like the
Well,
process, right?
mm-hmm.
It's the process of learning a new type of way to
Also, the
play
field
and all
wasn't
that
fucking
stuff.
abysmal.
Okay, let's not talk about
But
the field. Let's not talk. Let's not
why
bring up
are
the
we not
field
talking about, we talked about
because it
the field
wasn't
at
as
the
bad as
beginning of
the
the game?
U20 women's team. All right,
I know, but so still can't say it's bad. It was still bad. That shit was like
but
fucking
do you
dirt.
like honestly? If you picked one or the other, I'm not letting you like pick a scapegoat, being like, oh, it's a bit
Hmm.
of both. Do you think it's more growing pains, or do you think it's this team isn't good enough right now?
But that's the same shit because if you're shit
No.
and then you lose and then you get better,
Look at the
then you're a
Leafs.
better
Look at
person.
the Leafs. If you look at the
Okay.
team with their performances, they're shit, right? They haven't made it past the first
Yeah.
round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
But you know that the team is very, very good because of the promise that they show during the seasons in like bright spots. They are like probably one of the best teams in the NHL. But when it
Yeah, but
comes
I'm
to the
saying this different
playoffs,
because I'm saying it's just a bunch of young players. So growing pains could mean they get better, but right now they're learning.
it's like
Our two fullbacks never played
here,
fullback,
let me
never
just
fullbacks.
let me yeah, like
Schaffelberg played left back for
is
a
it
really
more of a
I mean,
skill issue or is it more of a chemistry issue?
I don't think I don't think it's a chemistry issue.
So you think
It's
it's a
definitely not
skill
a
issue?
chemistry issue. It's like oh, young players who don't play a lot are playing, so they're just getting exposed for some stuff that professionals are good like this little things, and then we get exposed like that.
Hmm.
Like the goal with Shaquille Marshall. He had other parts of the game where he was really good, but that he had one time where he gave away the ball in the second half, and that one goal where they scored in the first half was pretty much his fault. So
Hmm.
it was like just you learn because it was like in a weird position to be in. But if he has more experience, he might know what to do there. So
Hmm. Let's talk about the
I'm
next game
saying,
against Columbus. Do you know if Columbus are any good?
well, yeah, obviously Columbus are good. They won 2 years ago. I think they won their last two games and they actually clapped
Wait, did they
cheeks.
actually win 2 years ago?
Yeah, under this same management as TFC when we won. Um, yeah, so
Okay.
they wait, what the fuck?
Did they
Okay,
actually
anyway, so
win the
yeah, they
MLS Cup?
obviously slapped up. They slapped up Columbus 4-0, but then they tied up San Jose, and San Jose had a red card since the 33rd minute. And freaking, they were up 3-1, and then San Jose scored a goal in the 84th minute and the 96th minute off a header. So that's tough. They've been really good, like playing wise, but also they were playing against San Jose
How
and
did I
Vancouver.
forget
So
this? The 2020 MLS Cup.
yeah. Well, technically it's 3 now.
Oh, is this when TFC made it to the semis?
Semis.
Or no, I'm thinking of 2019
We
when
made
we
the
made it to
semis
the
in like
finals.
2018 or 2017. It was like 2018 we made. Talking about the CONCACAF Champions League,
No, it was like before
the Ozo year.
2019 then, I guess is what I'm thinking of when we made it to the MLS Cup. Oh, and then we played
MLS
like
Cup we won in
Atlanta.
MLS Cup in 2016. Talking about when we versus Seattle again for at Seattle.
Yeah.
That was 2019.
Because I was really watching the playoffs hard that year. I think we beat
How'd you watch
Atlanta.
playoffs that year? That was like the year I might have watched them the least. Like I
Yeah,
was watch
it's because I had nothing
2015
else
and
to do at school.
2016 was
I had nothing
crazy.
else to do at school in the evenings because I do all my schoolwork like super early.
2015 was
So I
the
just
best
watch
year.
Leafs games and TFC games. So
So yeah,
there's that.
2015 was the best year, at least for me, I think.
No, 2017, bro.
Because was it 2015 or 2015 was the first year Giovinco came. And then we started winning again. We made the playoffs for the first time. I think we won the Canadian Championship that year. It might have been the other year.
Was that
If
the
it's not
Will
that 2016.
Johnston scoring a goal with a broken foot or broken leg or some shit?
Um, no, there was a few. There was the one where for Will Johnson. Well, there's one where Will Johnson scored like a volley in like the 97th minute.
And broke
There's
his.
one,
Didn't he
and then
break
there's
his?
one where Giovinco like scored like in the 90th something minute too against Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
That might have been either 2015 or 2016. He like jumped into the crowd, and
Yeah.
it was like insane, like because it was insane that game. I think I was at that game.
Okay, so hold up. Let's go back to Columbus,
hmm
right? Why is Salcedo suspended? Did I just miss
It's
something?
because of the foul. Then they reviewed it after. It was bullshit, but
Uh,
he didn't even get sent off that game. He got a yellow, and then they reviewed it after. Basically, when he tackled the ball, his foot went through and it hit the guy's leg. So they
oh,
just suspended him. It was kind of It's
is
bullshit.
it one
You know
game?
what is? Yeah, but you know
Okay.
what is like beginning of the year. They're always tight on all the fucking rules, and then half of the year they don't care. You could probably search up on Twitter. You'll see the tackle.
No, it's fine. I'll just trust you. And you said Osario got
It
injured.
basically like when he tackled, he went on like the top part of the ball, and then
Yeah.
it kind of just continued
And it
through and
like
hit the
studs
guy's
up,
leg.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
studs up, and it went over it went
it
through
is
the
what it
ball and
is.
top
So who's gonna be our center backs? Probably Shane O'Neill and Mavinga.
Mavinga, unless he gives look could play Lucas Minan. He subbed Lucas Minan on
I
last
wouldn't
game, so
mind that
Mavinga.
actually.
I'm fine with that. Probably if I guess, I think he's gonna actually give McNaughton the shot with and maybe play Mavinga because Shane O'Neill didn't have a good game either last year. But if it's
And
just gonna be that where
you
Mavinga and Shane O'Neill just switch off each game and be like, oh, he's the bad one, then not
maybe,
great.
yeah.
But
Mavinga kind of had a dip in form. I really like him too. I really hope
yeah,
that he
reps the city.
picks his shit back up. But we're also gonna be missing Osario,
Mm.
which
Well, they said I'm assuming it is because they said he picked up an
does it look like he's
injury.
doubtful?
All saw is like he picked up a knack in training, but I think they let me see.
Because I'm gonna
Okay.
be honest, I didn't really like Osario playing that deep. In my opinion,
Playing
in my
late.
brain, it worked. I prefer him playing out on the wings. I like him out on the wing for some reason.
Or Zori on the wings for
Yeah,
TFC.
yeah, it just
That's
kind
good.
of works. So this is like late runs into the box. He's able to create that space, or like just playing as an attacking
Not very
midfielder.
athletic. That's
No, but you don't have to be athletic. You know what I mean? As long as you know what you're doing, you're creating space, you're making the right shit. And I also like him as an attacking midfielder. But obviously we can't really
We
do
don't
that.
play with that, yeah. Sin Pozuelo would play that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
exactly.
he's had good stints at us
Because bro,
on,
Osario
on
scored
the
like
right side.
his biggest goals for TFC, playing as like a left winger,
I'm trying to think. The year he went off was the year we went to Champions League and he went off.
and he
I
played
don't
left wing a
remember what
lot.
he's
Well,
playing.
left
I probably
mid.
might have been. Trying to see if I could find out what these. Let me go. I know what the two is. It's his 10th year with the club. Obviously, it's his 10th year with the club. What's this one? You know, I can't find anything. It might be on here. Also forgot to say Methuselah plays for Forge. Got invited to the Haiti camp. That was just something that came
Oh.
up. Uh
Wait, the Haiti camp
yeah. Like to
for the
represent
men's
Haiti.
team? Oh,
Um where is it here? Mamma mia. Yeah, so Bradley says a couple guys are questionable for this weekend. And then there was another one saying, in addition to suspension, Alzerio suffered a knock in training today. And then the next day, someone said a couple guys are questionable for the weekend. So
fun.
that could be like so many people. It could have
Yeah,
been Alzerio got knocked into someone else and they both got injured.
yeah.
So that's gonna be fun.
Who do you think it would be? Let's make a random guess.
That tackled Azorio,
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
say Caden
go.
Chung.
No, I'm gonna go. Ralph Prizo re-injured himself going for a tackle. That's my guess.
Ooh. You know what? Because they said a few players, right? That could be three. I'm gonna say Prizzo wasn't 100% fully fit and just tweaked uh the injury that he already
I'm
had.
saying it was probably just yeah,
Because
or unless he or just Azorio and he's counting fucking Akinola
oh,
still.
I thought you meant like Prizzo, like for example, Prizzo like tackled
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ozario
But
and
he's
they like
still. I'm
knee to
saying he
knee.
tackled it, but he still re-injured his
Oh, okay.
injury from a
No,
tackle.
I was gonna
But I'm
say it
saying
was. I'm thinking more like a muscular, like a little tweak,
mm,
like a little hamstring thing
what is
that's
his?
gonna
It
take
was
like
his knee though.
two
It wasn't
weeks.
really. But yeah,
Well,
or
like
it was his
if you
ankle.
hurt
His
your
ankle
knee, you're not
actually,
gonna be like moving around too much. You know what I mean?
because I think he fully broke his knee. I don't remember what exactly what it was. But unless he could just be counting Akinola still.
hmm
So,
So let's kind
but
of
yeah,
pick up
it's
the
gonna
pace
be
a
in
little bit.
Columbus too. I think it's
Um,
snowing there too still.
Crescito,
Is not
uh,
signing at all. Why'd you put in the summer? He's
apparently.
not signing at all
Oh, I
anymore.
thought he was.
No, they just said he's not coming anymore.
Uh,
They were looking at someone else.
thank fuck, cause I'm honestly not gonna lie, he's like 35, and I was not
It was only for
liking
one
that.
year.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, so basically it was like don't saying, oh, he changed his mind, he's not signing immediately. Crescido's not joining Toronto in March, and then other reports saying out that Toronto's no longer pursuing him because he wants to doesn't want to come March. So,
Okay.
and there was another guy, Masialo,
Mhm.
Andre Masialo, who I'm not sure exactly what it is. I might see it when I see his photo. Oh, this guy. Okay. Also a 36-year-old from Genoa, center back.
What's up with the old players that we're trying to sign, bro? Come on.
You get him for cheap, and then oh, he's a center back, right back, nice versatile. Well, he's a one of the guys you get for cheap that are Italian. So,
Mm,
and you go on experience for a young locker room too. Obviously
facts.
played for Milan a little bit too. And Bari.
Do you want to jump to?
That's right. No, I did a Bari save. Okay.
Do you want to jump to the Champions League shit?
Yeah, we go Champions League. Say CONCACAF Champions League. We'll go into first.
But we got to go quick because
NYCFC.
Loki, we're like an hour and a half in.
Okay. NYCFC be Communication FC dans l'Océan. They actually played in Connecticut, where Toronto FC actually played for a little bit
Why?
during the COVID times.
Oh, the
Because
baseball. Yeah.
yeah, so which and it was pretty much all Communication fans. Like it was literally just Guatemalan flags everywhere,
Actually,
literally. Well,
jeez.
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because they probably never get to see their team play. They're never like that. They'll never
Mhm.
get another chance to probably see them play. And if you lived in Northeast,
Yeah.
so even people just USA in general probably went. Um, went 3-1. Didn't watch the game. Looks like they dominated. Seattle absolutely clapped Leon. And what I've saw on Twitter, they could have been like 7-0. So
Jeez.
that's really good. And they weren't even playing their full squad. Like Montero was playing. Man used to play for Sporting, so he must have been shit.
Okay,
So
relax.
if he was squaring against Leon, like he doesn't even start. They have Rui Diaz. They didn't have someone else. They were playing like a 15-year-old midfielder.
Wait,
So
actually.
yeah, Obed Vargas. He came from the academy.
Uh.
And then New York Revolution also slapped up Pumas 3-0 at home. Um, I didn't see this game either. I know Schmucklejet scored.
Pain.
Showed him though dating Becky G. I think he is.
Wait,
Could be
Becky
wrong.
G.
Yeah, the Spanish singer.
Uh.
You don't know her?
Oh,
She used
actually.
to be on. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I think so. You could fact check me.
I
But
need to
yeah, so
double
they
check who
clapped
Becky G
Pumas.
is. I'm gonna be honest.
She used to be famous on YouTube. You would recognize the face. I feel like maybe not.
Yeah, that is like let in the photo. So
Legit.
yeah,
Anyways,
whatever. Fuck him.
no, but is that Becky? You don't recognize her face? You don't know that
She
face doesn't
just
look
looks like
familiar to you,
any other fucking.
dude. She was on famous on YouTube before like she blew up. Okay, whatever.
She looks like relatively like
Like
familiar.
she's Canadian, like not Canadian.
Is she
She's
Canadian?
like American English, and then she just went into Spanish music. She has Spanish roots.
She's from Englewood. Shout out Englewood, California.
Was that Florida?
No, California, like LA. It's like right next to the airport, I think.
She's the one that says she's. Oh my god, that she has a very popular English song. You
Okay,
don't
you
know
you keep
Becky
on
G,
you keep on doing that while I do some more research.
dude.
Are
Becky
you
G
talking about
has
Mammy?
like she has an absolute classic.
Shower?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna play it because of YouTube, but anyway, let's continue. Probably to the next game, unless you want to talk,
Don't know
delve more into
shower.
the absolute beating. Well, I can't listen to it now because I'm recording.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's like exactly why you light me up
Oh, okay,
inside
yeah.
like the
Okay, I know
4th
that
of
song. Yes, I know that
July.
song, 100%.
Whenever you're around, you make me feel so.
Okay, let's
Okay, yeah.
hurry up. I want to sleep.
Okay, you're saying that your schmuck ass is gonna be up till 4 a.m.
No,
sending me
I'm
memes.
not,
I'm
because I
gonna get a
have to
meme
go
at
to
5 a.m.
training.
I'm
Let's
gonna meme
hurry
at
up.
5 a.m.
I have to go to training.
So then Cruz Azul, ended up being Save Montreal at Stadio Steca, pretty like dominant. They're pretty dominant on the ball. We had Montreal kind of had some good phases, but it was mostly Cruz Azul dominating. But only 1-0. Save Montreal lost 1-0 to San Laguna in the first leg away. So I have confidence that they could do it. They could come back and win. I hope that all four of them win because then there'll be four MLS teams in the quarterfinal. I think that would knock out all the. Then I think that would knock out every single Mexican team.
Yeah, it would.
I think there'll literally only be MLS teams after, no.
Yep.
So that would be insane. That's like a
Because there's only
new
4 games going on now.
that
So
really do
New
super
York
high
City,
for them.
Seattle, New England Revolutions, and Montreal would, yeah. I think that would be the first time it's all MLS teams in the semis.
Yeah, no, 100%. It'd be crazy. It'd be really good for the league. Um. So yeah, I confident they come back. In terms of UEFA, obviously Real Madrid, Benzema clapping PSG's cheeks,
Hmm.
and fucking
Well,
I
I
want the
wouldn't say
fucking owner
Benzema's
wants to sell
clapping. I
Neymar.
wouldn't say Benzema clapping PSG's cheeks. I watched the highlights of the game as it was happening. So I was like going back and forth checking the goals because I was watching the City game, obviously. Because it's
Mhm.
like my 2 favorite teams pretty much playing against each other. I like had to watch it. But I was like going back and
Mhm.
forth on DAZN, looking at the goals that were being scored in Real Madrid, and then looking at what's going on now. Most of the goals were scored off of like defensive errors, like not even errors. I would call them blunders. Like they were so cataclysmic. They fucked up so
Yeah,
bad
I didn't watch the game, so I don't know.
that they it was basically like a free goal. Pretty. They gave away 2 free goals. I think Donnarumma won, and I think it was Marquinhos tried to pass to Kimpembe, or Kimpembe tried to pass to Marquinhos, and
Mhm.
just horrible. It was suicide pass pretty much, and then Benzema just like banged it in, like literally
Mhm.
right after he scored another one
I want
off
to
of a
know your.
Donnarumma error. It's just
Mhm.
crazy.
Before we go into PSG things, I wanted to get your thoughts on Mika Richards' comments.
What do you say?
Okay, never mind.
What
If
do
you
you
can see
say?
that. No, he's basically okay. I want me to read the exact clip because I don't want to get it out of context.
Yeah. Well, you could give me
Okay, I
like
was
the gist
basically
first.
saying that Benzema's on the same level as Lewandowski and Harry Kane. I'm trying to find the exact clip.
Yeah, find the exact quote or clip while I think about that,
Okay.
because that is a bit of a
Yeah,
thinker.
wait. Here. Okay, look. He's convinced me only now, just now, in recent times, Carragher and Thierry Henry are going at him right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he says of late, last 6 months he convinced me he's up there with Harry Kane and Lewandowski.
Hmm.
Last six
Okay,
months. And Thierry Henry's like just tonight.
I'm gonna be
And he's like
completely
last 6 months.
honest. I've seen
Mhm.
more Harry Kane and Benzema games than I have seen Lewandowski games. The
Of course,
vibe
man.
I
Let's
get
be
from
real.
Lewandowski is he's very, very clinical, right? But
I want your thoughts just because
I
literally
don't
he
get
was
the
getting made fun of,
playmaking.
so I want to
I
know
don't
what
get
you
the playmaking vibe from Lewandowski, right?
man does not watch Bayern
Harry
games, right?
Kane, does he fuck up a lot of chances? Yes, but that mainly comes down to him being in the Premier League because every striker misses a bunch of chances.
That was so jealous. Well, did he even score against Pacos Ferreira though?
I don't think he did.
Oh
Stephanie
shit, that
Shakio with those clamps.
exactly.
But
Because he was getting
Harry
lots of heat
Kane
on Twitter. People were making fun of Micah
right
Richards,
now,
so
right now, I could see Benzema being in the vicinity. I'm not saying they're exactly the
you're gonna
same.
get canceled. You're gonna get
No,
hated now.
they're
No one's gonna ever like our podcast. You know that,
no,
right?
they're like in
They
the
went
general
off on him,
vicinity.
Mika. They went
How?
off on him. They would literally
He's
go on
good.
Twitter. Everyone's going off on him
Why?
because he said he's on the same level as Harry
Yeah, he's
Kane.
not on the same level. He's like in the vicinity. He's not like absolutely. He's not like irrelevant. Like he's in the
Level and vicinity. What's the difference? I want you to explain what you mean by that.
vicinity is like
I want to know what you mean in
okay,
your terms of what you're trying to say.
same level. We live in the same house.
Okay.
Okay? Same what was the exact word I used? Vicinity, right?
Vicinity.
Vicinity is like the block, right?
Okay, so he lives in the
Harry
same
Kane
block but
is
not the same
obviously
house.
better than Benzema, but they're at a similar level as in they're like both top strikers of top teams.
I'm
And
striker,
they
call me
both
Thierry.
produce. They both produce. Let me check Benzema's goals in the league.
Like the 4th of July.
It looks like he has 20 in La Liga. He has 30 goals this season in 33 games. Is that not insane? And 12 assists, right? Harry Kane. So, that's not how you spell Harry Kane, but we move. Even though he's having an off year, 20 goals in 38 games, right?
Yeah, 1 point led the league in goals and assists at the same time.
Who, Benzema?
Last year. No, Harry
Okay.
Kane.
Yeah.
Didn't last year he was the
I'm
top goal
gonna
scorer and
I'm
top
gonna
assist?
take I'm gonna take his stats from last year because this year he's just having an off year. I think
He went off.
I don't know what it is with this year. It's just not working out for him. So yeah,
It's
33
still good.
goals, 17 assists in
Yeah,
49
led the league in
matches.
assists and
That is
goals.
very close to Benzema's stats. Although I do think Harry Kane is better, it mainly just comes down to him being younger and in his
So the
prime.
question is,
Because Benzema is
if you're putting Benzema in Tottenham and you put Harry Kane in Real Madrid, how is
Harry
Real
Kane will do
Madrid
better,
better?
100%.
And is
100%.
Benzema make is Tottenham worse with Benzema there?
I think actually they'll both be better than what they're playing right
You
now.
think
Like
Benzema
if
will be
Harry Kane,
better?
hear me
Who the
out.
fuck is
Hear me
gonna
out.
what is
Because Harry Kane is having such a stinker this season,
It's not.
I think
He still has
Benzema,
bare goals. It's not even a stinker. He's
he
probably
has
top
10
five
Premier
goal
League
scorer.
goals. He has 10 Premier League
Probably still
goals
top five.
in what 20 games?
Probably still top
25
five.
games, Premier League games this season, 10 goals, 3 assists. Benzema would get close to that, but Harry Kane would definitely do a lot better if he was in Real Madrid. I think the him not getting the transfer to Manchester City really screwed with him. So the beginning of the season was kind of rough, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's tied for fifth. Guess. Okay, so guess the first three.
Salah, Mane, Firmino,
No, another
Sal,
guy is the third guy.
Saka,
No,
Foden.
Diego Jota, bro.
I forgot about him.
And then it's Human Son and Harry Kane, and
Yeah,
then some stinkers named Riyad. Actually, no, Riyad Mahrez the
I
goat,
hate
and
Mars.
then Raheem Sterling's a schmuck. And
But
Jamie
yeah, look,
Vardy.
I think they're in the same general vicinity as their top strikers, like their top 10
And
strikers in the world, right? That's the
mm-hmm,
vicinity. Harry Kane's probably third,
top
Benzema's
five.
probably seventh, in my
No, I
opinion.
think. Well, Benzema, I think is top
But that's just
five.
me going off the top of my head. I'm not thinking too hard about this. Harry Kane's
I
probably
think
top
they're
three
both
striker
top
in the world.
five.
I'm
You
gonna
don't
say
give
seventh
Benzema
to be
five.
safe. I'm gonna say seventh to be safe because I'm probably missing some players that You know what I mean? I'm probably just missing out on a few things.
Are you putting? So I'm assuming you don't have Ronaldo there.
No, I definitely have Gabriel Jesus
Okay.
number 1, obviously.
Okay, I'm just gonna list off some names, and you're gonna tell me if they count as a striker and if they're better than Benzema. Okay, Kylian Mbappe, is he count as a striker?
Yes.
Is he better?
Yes.
Erling
Probably.
Haaland,
Oh yeah, 100% better.
Harry
100%.
Kane,
Yeah, better than Benzema.
Lukaku.
Right, are we talking like right now?
Yes,
Worse.
who's better?
But he should be better. He has the ability to
Lautaro
be better.
Lautaro Martinez,
Haven't seen him play too much, I'm going to be honest. But the vibes that
Vlahovic.
I'm getting, he's probably at around the same level as Benzema.
Yeah, Vlahovic.
Haven't seen too much of him. He just looks like he's playing shitty competition in Syria.
Lewandowski,
Better.
Jonathan David,
Better. He's number 1 actually on my list.
Victor Osimhen,
Shit. Compared to
Gabriel
Jonathan David.
Jesus,
Gabriel Jesus is like comparing fucking me to like Phil Foden, bro.
Richarlison, dude. I'm just going based off transfer market value.
Richarlison. Okay, yeah, we're done with this.
I'm
Richarlison,
going off
get the
transfer market
fuck out
volume,
of
and I
here.
was going lower and lower.
Get the fuck out of here. All right, so there were some locker
Andre
room.
Silva.
Let's go back to the Real Madrid PSG game because there were some locker room shenanigans, and I want to hear what you have to say about this,
Real mans don't know about Sander Usman, but
James.
whatever. Yeah,
The locker room shenanigans at PSG Real Madrid. Do you
yeah.
know what happened exactly?
I just saw headlines. I
Uh,
didn't read into it. I just saw headlines of, oh, they want Neymar to leave. Players were assaulted. Neymar Donnarumma had beef, but apparently, like Romano like posted a tweet or like Neymar posted something basically saying that telling Donnarumma that they had no beef. So that could have just been some like on
PR.
their
That's
it could be on their
PR. That's
Putin shit
PR.
of trying to frame people. They could have been on that
Maybe.
type of shit, like trying to frame them to make it seem like they had fought with each other, even though I don't know if people were actually assaulted, but they said
No, they
the
were probably like slapped. I could see them being slapped or something.
allegations were that players were, I think it was not hit. There was another word for it. Where what's another
Assaulted.
word? No, now I have to find this
I
fucking
don't know
shit.
what word you're trying to use. Yeah, it's probably just too late for me to think too much, honestly.
I'm getting freaking pissed, man. They were. Come on. No, 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 no. Striked. Okay, they were striked. They were
Striked.
striked.
Okay.
Yes, 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 yes.
So that could be slapped, that could be punched, that could be hit with something. So we don't know.
I'm
It's very
assuming it's
vague.
like a player got hit in the face.
I'm gonna
Like
be completely honest.
are
I
one of
could
those,
see
you know?
that coming out of PSG. Like I did um, and once again in Professor Narain's class, I did an assignment
Shout out
where we had
Professor
to like
Narain.
talk about whether Geek Vape is a good sponsor for PSG, and we had to like talk about that. I obviously said no because like vaping sucks and it's bad for you and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
fuck
And
vaping,
there's
bro.
probably going to be a bunch of like regulations in the future. So like looking back, they're going to
I
be
didn't
like,
even
"Oh, I
know they
can't
were a
believe that they
sponsor. What the
sponsored."
fuck?
Yeah, it's like a small ass sponsor.
Oh, okay.
But like looking back at like Formula
Some
1 for example,
retarded.
right? You look at like Marlboro sponsoring like McLaren, you're like, "Oh, that's like a little scummy," you know what I mean? Or like Camels or Camels, something like that with Williams. It's a cigarette brand. Both of them were cigarette brands.
I know, but what's wrong? What's wrong with
But like
that?
if you
Like,
look back in the past and you like or you like watch videos of like
because if it's back then,
Ayrton
then why does it
Senna,
matter? Why does it
you
matter
watch like
if
Ayrton Senna
cigarettes?
drive. He's driving a McLaren with a Marlboro logo on it, right?
Yeah.
So you're like,
But I think
ah,
back then it like doesn't matter. So I'm saying like it's cigarettes doesn't matter. I
back
think
then
back
it doesn't
then it
matter.
was.
But looking back into the past
Oh yeah, looking
with the
back.
current mindset, they're like, oh, that's a bit scummy. You know what I
Yeah, but
mean?
obviously that makes sense because like back then
That's
I
basically
like
what I did my
you could
whole.
back then you could like your family member, oh, I don't like you, let me hit you with a freaking broomstick, and it wouldn't freaking matter. Like obviously times have changed,
Yeah, but like
so
that's what I'm trying to say, right? Times have
yeah.
changed, so if you look back into the past, I wrote the whole thing being like anti fucking vape, pretty much. I forgot what I got. I could check what I got on it real quick for the podcast here.
Everybody. Top striker, commentary. If I'm giving that ball, I'm Larry. Got a big defender like
What
Terry.
even?
Big goalkeepers don't scare me. Top
It
striker,
wasn't that good.
commentary. If I'm giving that
Actually, I
ball,
just
I'm
checked.
Larry. A defender, I'll Terry. Big
James, shut
goalkeepers
up.
don't scare me.
Okay, I got like a 66 on it.
Who am I,
It's not
Ronaldo?
that bad.
Am I taking Ronaldo or Messi? Who am I, hella techie? Who am I, Pele, Ronaldo, or Messi? I'll bury that shit top corner. Central on the left, turning the right,
Okay,
you know,
yeah, no, no,
top
no, no, no,
scorer.
no. Who marked my shit? The TA really like got down on like random shit. Like, bro, he
Happened.
literally started off, try to move from opinion to position. Bro, I'm not talking opinion. I was spitting straight facts with references.
Also,
That's
we are
not an
so you
opinion,
know
that's a
HIT
position.
sevens. You know that the HITC guy.
Yeah? He talked
Yeah,
the
he made
Canadian
a
video?
video on Canada soccer. So
Yeah, it
shout out
keeps
to
on getting
him.
recommended.
I saw it 2 weeks ago.
I haven't watched it yet.
Wow,
Because I know it happened, right? It's like anyway,
great ass packs.
do you think anything's gonna happen with the UEFA shit?
UEFA. You mean
Well,
just
sorry,
like
with Real Madrid, PSG.
in terms of PSG? Yeah, fucking Neymar is gonna be. Yeah, I bet you is not even gonna make it till the end of the season. He's gonna get fucking released.
Well, then
He's gonna hang
again,
out.
then
He's gonna hang
again,
out with his sister, and then
yeah, it's
he's gonna
it's
go.
around the time that he usually
Then he's
gets
gonna go
injured.
sign. He's gonna sign back for Barcelona. No. Then
Nah.
he's gonna sign for Real Madrid, and then Mbappe's gonna get cheese because he wanted to go to to fucking Real Madrid,
Hmm.
and then he's just gonna end up staying. Messi's gonna dip, and then Mbappe's gonna end up beating. No. Neymar and Messi are gonna go to Barcelona. Then Mbappe's fuck. I'm trying to think of a scenario where Mbappe just claps both their cheeks at the same time and staying at PSG, but he's gonna go to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
No, Holland goes to Real Madrid, so Mbappe doesn't go anymore. Neymar
Actually,
and
no, no,
Messi
no,
go
no, no,
back to
no, no, no.
Barcelona. Then Mbappe knocks out Messi
Don't
and
even
Neymar
spit that
from
into the
Barcelona.
existence, bro. I really want
What do you know?
I really want Mbappe to go to Real Madrid, so then Holland goes to City. Like that's what I'm
Nah, mate,
banking
you're
on.
gonna get.
Cause bro, we
You
need
guys,
him. We
you have
need him.
You guys have the Julian Alvarez, mate. So
Bro, you guys already have a top striker in Diego Jota. Let us have one, all
top striker,
right? Come
call me
on.
Thierry, bro. And it's Firmino. Get it right. I don't care if he's
Um,
like the 17th tied scorer, bro.
I'm not even gonna talk about the City Sporting game. Nothing much really happened. I am proud of
Holland's
Sporting though for keeping
not
a
on the
clean
same
sheet.
level.
Well, hold up. I am really
Man's
proud
gonna
though
play
of
super cheese
Sporting,
though.
because Sporting kept a clean sheet against City, and
After
that's
getting
like kind of hard.
clapped and getting embarrassed by playing a 4-year-old Carson for the bands.
Yeah, he got subbed on and then got absolutely clapped like 2 minutes later by
By
Paulinho.
who? So Robbie or some shit.
No, Paulinho. Like it was a one-on-one, and he shot it, and then he
I
fell
thought
and
he like
slid right into thing.
rumored to
Paulinho.
go to Man City. Oh, the
Paulinho.
striker.
Yeah. Because you're thinking
I
about
thought it
Paella.
go. Wait, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna talk about this.
What the
This is. Do
fuck?
you want to just jump right into that actually?
Well, no, but what's okay? Whatever. Yeah, go
Okay,
into
so
other news.
basically, if you guys don't know, we have some other news. That's another segment. But oh, I need to separate that a little bit more. So basically, first things off, Euro 2028 is going to be held in the UK and Ireland,
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah.
I'm not
Kind
sure
of
if that's
shit, whatever.
100% confirmed, but that's what I
It's
saw.
kind of shit. They literally hosted like all the important games in like the
The
last
last Euros,
Euros.
yeah, I
But
know.
like, okay,
It is what it
man,
is.
I would have preferred just like hitting with just a Ireland. Like that would have been fire.
Yeah.
If you just in Ireland, but I
Oh
don't know
my
if they have
God.
all this.
I for a
They
second
don't
I
have the
thought
facilities for that, big man.
for a
I
second I
don't
thought you
think
were
they have
just going
one.
to be like, "You know what? I think we should hold it in like Russia."
Well, Russia held the World Cup, so they wouldn't give it to it. They should have done like Netherlands or
No, they're
some
not.
shit. You know,
I honestly
who
don't
doesn't?
see them holding
No
another
one
thing
hates
in
on
Russia.
Netherlands.
I
Who
don't
they?
see them playing and hosting another thing in Russia for like 20 years, like minimum.
Bro, not probably more.
Okay, the next bit of news, which is actually kind of
Especially in
more
Ukraine.
interesting, or actually, let's hit him with this last. All right, basically, Ronaldo. There was a Manchester derby on the weekend.
Okay.
Ronaldo, the club said Ronaldo was hurt. He definitely was not. He
I
just
thought
didn't
it
fit
was.
the
I thought there was.
tactic. Go.
Yeah, I thought there was I remember you sent me something about a meme or someone exposed that he wasn't gonna play that game.
Yeah, someone basically said that he wasn't gonna play the game.
Yeah, who was
From
that?
what I forgot who. It was just like a thing I saw. It could be fake.
Mm.
But from my point of view, Ronaldo did not fit tactical style that
Yeah,
Ragnick wanted to go with.
Ragnarok's bro is like a Red Bull fucking pressing system.
Yeah.
He's basically like Jesse Mars,
Hmm.
like type shit.
But basically, it wouldn't fit the
I
system.
feel bad for
So
him, but
he was gonna put Ronaldo on the bench, and Ronaldo's like, fuck that, I'm not going, and then
Mhm.
just wasn't on the bench. I think that's what happened, in my opinion. It is what it is. Also, shout out Mahrez and De Bruyne for absolutely clapping United's cheeks. So now it
The
does
only
seem like
time I've
Manchester's
ever
blue
applauded De
100%.
Bruyne is when he scored a penalty against Courtois, or else I could care less.
That was a good penalty though.
Yeah, that's a good penalty, man.
Um,
Real people know the side
yeah,
story.
I like the video when it goes to the girlfriend too,
Yeah,
where it
yeah, yeah,
shows
yeah,
both of
yeah.
them and then the
Yeah,
girlfriend and then back to De Bruyne and he takes the
yeah,
penalty.
yeah. Search it up if you don't know. You'll
Yeah.
find. You'll find it.
Should we tell him? No, they could look it up after he hit like on the
Yeah.
video.
I don't know
Um,
what this is.
so basically, Atletico Mineiro, I think they're a Brazilian team. I think basically their mascot is a chicken, or it's like,
Oh,
you know
I
what I
was
mean?
like so
Chicken.
confused. I was
I
like
think it's
band
I
chicken.
think it's more of a chicken than a rooster, right? But
Okay.
their mascot was suspended for one match for they have it in quotes,
That's
intimidatory
definitely a chicken.
behavior, which is just like intimidating an
His name
opponent.
is Galu Diodo. I don't
Yeah,
know what name.
Galo Doido. Yeah. After
It's
basically the
so
other
he's a
team
rooster.
scored.
He's technically a rooster, but
Okay.
whatever.
So basically the team scored and they went like in front of the fans to like go celebrate and stuff, and the mascot just like ran over to them and just
Stupid.
like was like right in front of him, just like
So
intimidating them pretty
stupid.
much. I'm like, really, you're gonna fucking
That's what a
suspend him for
mascot's
like
like
that shit?
supposed to do. That's literally the guy's job.
I know.
Like the fuck? Yeah, I was when I saw that headline you just showed me, I was like, what the fuck?
Um, that's about it for other news. Unless I'm
Mm.
forgetting something. Do you think?
Well, there's another incident, but we're not gonna talk about it. Everyone knows about it, but it's sensitive topic, so we're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah. Also, I
And
just
that's
don't
the
feel right talking about that because they haven't released any
the
information.
well, they kind of have, but it's kind of fucked.
Yeah, like it's
But
not right.
also, we didn't end up doing an update on video on that thing, but like I've been seeing tweets and like some of the guys that the guy exposed have been like incarcerated and shit.
Oh,
Remember that
actually.
video we did? Yeah, like that's one of the guys that like
Oh,
alleged
for
the
not
guy exposed like
the
50
Romain
things.
Molina.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a few like I think like I know for a fact one of them got incarcerated. It was like one of the guys that
we
like
should do an update video on that in the summer.
assaulted like like a young woman African team or something. I
Yeah.
can't remember exactly what it was, but it
Well,
was
the
one.
the
I think it
doc's
was one
still
of the
there, so
guys, but I'm not sure.
we could do a video on
And
that because
I don't just say allegedly more because he was incarcerated, right?
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
incarcerated or if he's like sentenced, that's a little different, I think.
yeah,
Because like if
yeah.
you're incarcerated, you still have to go to trial. Depends on where it is.
Mhm.
Okay, so you want to jump into Premier League predictions?
Yeah. Let's go quick.
Oh, I just clocked. I didn't
Nice did last week.
calculate
Nice,
it.
mate.
I did not calculate it.
Okay, well,
Should
too
I
bad.
calculate it on the fly, or do you think we should just go next week and then
Just do a
combine
double.
both? Okay.
Whatever. Okay. I'm gonna go 3-0 Liverpool.
You're going 3-0 Liverpool
Shows the
against
hat trick,
Brighton.
obviously.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go 5-0
Away
Liverpool.
to away to Brighton though too.
Brentford versus Burnley. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna go
go
1-1.
two to
What's
one.
you?
2-0 Brentford.
Only 1-1 either way. Okay, it's me. Oh fuck, battle of the shit dogs.
Man United
Okay, I'm
versus
gonna go
Tottenham.
3-2 Tottenham.
I'm gonna go 0-0. If I get that right, I feel like a genius. Chelsea Newcastle. I'm gonna go like 4-0 Chelsea.
Newcastle's not lost under Chris Wood, so I'm gonna go 1-1.
Did you see he was in an interview and he was like talking about something? He's like, "Oh, touch wood," because you know how you like
Yeah,
touch
that
wood.
was when they asked him if you know they've been. That's where I got that. Where I know that
Uh,
stat from. I think that's what they asked him.
Leeds
Okay.
Norwich. Is this me or you? That's you, I think.
Yeah. Fuck it. Jesse Marsh wins 1-0. I'll give it to him.
I'm gonna give him like a cheeky like 3-1 game for Leeds. Also put.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
You.
Everton Wolves. I'm gonna go 2-0 Wolves. I think they crushed Watford. Was it?
Well, yeah. Wolves are like almost in a Champions League spot. Everton's almost
Yeah.
relegated. So
Ben Foster had a
I'm gonna go
nightmare
3-1
mistake.
Wolves.
West Ham Villa, it's yours. Battle of
Wolves
the
look like
Clareton Blues.
fire. It's Wolves, right? I think it's Wolves that are on fire.
Yeah. It is.
And I'm just looking at the Premier League too.
Did you also check for midweek games?
I know. I just literally just put. There probably is like.
There are
There
midweek
probably
games. I
like
know for a
how
fact there are.
many? Like 3,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3, 4, and then
I'm
one
counting
game on
Friday
Friday.
as a midweek game.
Honestly, do you want to just skip midweek this time?
There's only 3 midweek games. It says Brighton, Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Everton, Newcastle.
There's one on Friday.
We're counting that as a midweek game.
Honestly, let's just skip midweek. Honestly, it's fine. I can't be asked. I'm just so tired. Okay, West Ham Villa, you're first.
That's right. Shall continue 2-1 Aston Villa.
I'm gonna have to go for my boys. 3-2 West Ham. I always go 3-2 for them. Southampton Watford. I'm gonna go actually 1-0 Watford. I feel like they're just gonna come back, keep everything solid defensively. You're going 0-0.
0-0.
Arsenal versus Leicester.
I'm going another 0-0 for no reason, just cause.
I'm going 2-1 Arsenal.
This is
Surely
like a
that
game
can't
that will be
backfire.
scoring, so obviously it'll
Crystal
come out
Palace
bad.
versus City. I can't even watch this game because I'm gonna be on the bus. This is pain. Or actually on the train. But
2-2.
ooh, you're going 2-2. I'm gonna go 4-1 City. No, okay, thanks for adding that. But is that the outro?
My butt, yeah.
So yeah, we're all tired. I'm tired. I woke up early to watch Drive to Survive.
Hose long day tomorrow. I don't know how that's gonna end up.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I don't know when this is gonna come out. Some point, hopefully during the weekend. But yeah.
Tomorrow.
Once again,
Knowing how it's gonna like release on Tuesday.
if you made it this far, you must love us. Hit that like button down below, and that subscribe button. And also, if you want mobile notifications, even though we post like every weekend, you could hit that down below too. That little bell icon.
Down below. Remember them cold nights.
Where are all our social medias?
In the description.
Yes, sir. Do you want to sign off? I'll sign off.
Ooh, I think.
You're thinking too long. I'll do it.
I want to see your panda before I signed off.
It's in for repairs.
It's for repairs.
Yes.
Don't. I know you want that home video out, but there's a scene that's in the home video that's gonna get you exposed. So just be prepared for that. I know you're excited. You want that home video out, boy.
Oh, I just hurt my neck.
Yeah. Okay. He has to be facing me though.
Okay, it's been in control. What?
Okay.
Like this?
Yeah.
All right, we've been in control.
I know you're so used to bending it over, but like.
Bro, okay, you don't. Okay, just relax. I don't fuck.
What do you mean?
Anyway, we'll see you next week.
If happens, go to the next video and you'll see him getting exposed. I'll make sure I'll put a timestamp to make sure I'll call it exposing Matthew, and then okay.
All right, peace.